to be dealt with.
All right, we are rolling again. I'm always a little uneasy about this delay because like I don't like if something is wrong, I won't know for 10 minutes.
Yeah, or when on OBS, I don't think the green light shows up until the delay's
Yeah,
done.
yeah, yeah. So that
Yeah,
it's always a little. I'm always a little like, God, it's not gonna mess up, is it?
yeah. Who are we starting with?
Oh right. Let me see here. So we don't have any games up yet. We'll just take the first person, like the first pairing that comes up probably. So
Actually, I'm gonna have
Wild
a
Blade
look
with
at
a bye.
Dobrsey. Is Dobrsey in here?
He is in the tournament, or he's
Because
supposed
he's
to be.
currently rank 1. Wait, who got the rank 1 ranked? We can start with them. Jugador.
We got Ganderheart and Lucy already rolling, so let's
Oh,
just
that's
take
good.
that.
Let's start with them, I guess.
Where's my hand cheat? There it is.
We have an exact mirror match. Look at the lineups.
Hang on.
We've got Amon
There you go.
Immortal, Advanced Despina, and Kayanu.
Oh, wow, that's charming.
Mind Extortion. So, okay, so before, because this is gonna be a long game, I can just see that coming. But in terms of banning, the correct ban here is an interesting discussion because they both ban different ones. The Kayanu is probably an Order Nature variant, just based on color pairings. I think banning Amon was correct. I think Gander's got this one in terms of which to ban, because Amon is one of those heroes where it's probably control, but it could be anything really random.
Well, there's that, and just the hero is so good because it can adapt so well to many
Yeah.
situations.
Yeah, the hero is problematic.
But maybe Lucy hit Kayano because he doesn't want to deal with all the spell removal?
Maybe. Maybe he was worried about corruption control having to face the order nature with certain texts in it. Maybe that's why. It's interesting though because conquest ban discussion I think is something that's not talked about enough. But we'll have to see how it goes. I think this matchup in particular is quite even. So I think we're in for a really good series here actually.
Lovely. Also, that was a Zierra in Ganderheart's hand.
Ooh. Can I export deck lists? I can, right?
You should be able to. Album's done it.
Exported into...
So the Harpy
Apparently-
here is going to be really nice. The Harpy from Ganderheart kills a lot of Lucy's creatures. Including his Power Lust Incarnates. Which are going to be
Yeah.
9/9 at some point.
And he's playing the Rune of Blades hero power instead of Cathedral, which I think makes this matchup worse. He's
Well-
playing the Curse of Risha as well. The reason is because one of the ways he's going to lose this game is by being burnt out.
Wait,
So-
wouldn't you always run the Assassin rune? I mean, it's like free removal.
You'd think so, but basically the life gain from Cathedral, and this is something I should know because this particular deck list, the Curse of Risha Mono Dominion, is something that I played for 3 weeks straight and gave to a lot of Shrining people. And what I found was one of the only ways I was losing was from getting burnt out by Succubi and Mono Red, whereas you have enough removal to not need Rune of Blades. But we'll see. Maybe he's altered the deck quite heavily. Like Devourer of Worlds is interesting. That could be very good. So I think this is his own version. So I'm curious to see if the sort of how the alterations go.
Well, Ganderheart's got triple Succubus. That's a fun line.
It's a good hand.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can.
Well, from what little I played of Mono Dominion, I found that it runs out of cards quickly.
It can do, yeah. You have to be careful. Getting that Self Slavery early is good, but you need a cloning vat to make it really work. Hmm.
So what hero is Ganderheart gonna go into here? I guess it'll depend.
I think he's probably going to go for basic Darius,
Just card
but
draw?
depending on situation, he might go for Chameleon if he has like
Yeah.
two succubus in play.
Or even basic Neva if he can swift in enough damage. So that I think is less likely. It'll have to be a very specific situation.
That's less likely, but the fact that it's even a possibility is a big one. Basic Zash lethals are things that come up a lot that people miss. That actually happens more than you'd think. Or at least it should. A lot of people forget that you can get that unblockability.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Yes, I have deck lists. I found them. So I'm gonna have a look through, because I'm curious. I'm gonna have a look through Lucy's as well.
Let's see if they're identical.
Lucy's Amon deck is a Reanimator deck, I think. No, it's not. It's Mill.
Huh.
It's 3-color Mill. Ha!
Lucy has
That's gonna be
Vampiric
interesting.
Ashes in his Mono D. That's a card I haven't seen.
That's interesting, especially with Wool in the North around.
Maybe he's got Wall in another deck?
Maybe, or maybe he's playing Vampirism. I can check. Because that is some synergy you can get out of it.
Yeah, it's actually pretty nice. Because it's a 1/5.
He called his Despina deck Giotto.
Of course he does. Of course. I mean...
I appreciate the shout out, but... Okay, I do have a bit of a reputation for playing Dominion ramp decks. Vampiric Ashes, Powerless Incarnates, 3 Devourer of Worlds, that's quite a lot.
Well, I mean, because Devour has a lot of things it can go off of. Scarab is level 3. I mean, 3 mana. The Spirit from the Vats is 1, and then the Incarnate is 2.
Powerlust is 2. Yeah, you can get some good stuff. 3 Cloning Vats, 2 Cleanses, which means the other 2 must be somewhere else. 3 Mind Extorts. Also, quite a lot of Mind Extortions, actually. Where are the other cleanses? Ah, they're in the Kainu list.
Really? I would think he would be in his Almond list. Unless he expects that to be banned, so he doesn't want it to be as strong.
I guess maybe he was thinking, because it's Conquest, so you're going to be running into a lot of different types of decks. So maybe he was thinking that Kainu Deogen Cleanse is a way of beating some of these really grindy decks.
I would think Kainu needs Cleanse the least, given that it has like infinite spell removal, basically.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I think that in that case, it's more for creature removal. The ability to deal with Bezarok without killing it is a big deal.
That's true.
But we'll have to see. I mean, we may actually see him play it. Unless he loses 2-0, which I hope not, because that would be a whitewash, which are never fun to watch. There's the removal.
Well, right now I think Ganderheart's got the upper hand, but...
I would agree, yeah.
He's got that Vulture. I think he wants to... I mean, he's got to be aware of Helm, though. Like, Helm doesn't want that to be helmed.
He's got to be aware of Helm for Vulture, and also the slight problem...
Just send it back
yeah.
right now.
Well, the problem is, if he's playing more than one Vulture, and he shows Lucy that he's playing Vulture...
He'll just search for it, right?
Yeah, he'll just search for it, because that's a really easy search.
Yeah, it's like 4 mana you have to spend.
Just to, well, 3, yeah, because it's searching for 3. And then you're playing against a ramp deck, so they can probably activate it more than you. He also might be playing Reanimate, which would get really messed up if his opponent pulled out a Vulture. He's playing 3 Reanimate.
Gander is? Or Lucy?
Yeah.
I mean, Reanimate just seems to make sense in a deck like this. Does he have Bezarok?
He's... Seriously? He doesn't. He's playing 3 Ziara. This is an interesting list. He's playing 3 Ziara, 3 Suffocate, 2 Consumes.
It's got a little bit of everything.
3 Archibald.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, Ziara plus Suffocate is just disgusting.
Oh yeah, it is. That's really good. No Bezaroks. That's very interesting.
I mean, you could imagine that Ziara is his Bezarok, basically, right? That's the big guy. It's a bit different, though. Bezarok is more immediate. Does he have?
Yeah, Bezrok. Bezrok's a
tribute?
better grinding card. I don't think he's playing tribute.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah, no tributes. So, well, Ziara's quite good at sort of ending the game quickly. Bezrok is better for that kind of removal grind over and over again.
Yeah.
But,
Though Ziara may seem weak sometimes, but then when she sticks on the board, it's such a pain in the ass. Because like all
oh,
your stuff is
definitely.
so weak, and then like there's just more and more spirits.
If you can't deal with it, it's gonna end the game pretty fast because you can't play anything. If you have a bunch of small creatures, then they don't even come into play.
Yeah. There's basic Darius from Ganderheart. I mean, makes sense.
Makes sense.
He's also gonna want to draw into that tombs at some point. Wait,
I
why is he
think
attacking
he's.
here? Is he gonna use
very...
Valley for mana and then finish it off with Noxious? Oh, I guess it is.
I'm not convinced that's. What was? That's 2 cards. Because Ganderheart's method of winning from this point is basically drawing succubi and then reanimating them. That's how he's going to win the game. So basic Darius makes a lot of sense.
Because does Lucy have any healing? I mean, I guess he could steal the succubus out of his deck.
This is
That's about
this
it.
is the problem with playing Runa Blades for these matchups is he doesn't have any life gain. He has to take the succubi from Gander's deck. That's the only way of doing it. I mean, it does give you better early game against those mid-range decks because you get Runa Blades Assassin, which is very good against some decks. But basically, it's a trade-off. In some matchups, it's a lot better, and in other matchups, you kind of suffer for it.
Would it be possible to run the what is it called? The card draw rune if you throw in some blue, because you have so many level 1 creatures, and just use that card draw instead of the clunky. Stronghold?
You could. I think more of the problem is at that point you're playing Wisdom, so you've got better card options. I think the major issue that these kinds of decks run into, hilariously, and the reason why Yitix was so good for them for a while, is they have so many good hero powers. So they actually run out of, like, hero power slots very fast.
Power Surge for Lucy? Sure, why not? Wait, what did I gotta remember, what did these ones do? I'll put a Might Emblem on a creature you control. For 2
it's
life?
Quite good.
It costs 2 life, though.
That's the problem. It's very good in those implant decks because it helps with your fixing early game, and then late game, instant speed Might Emblem, don't mock it. It's a problem. Touch of Light in a color combo that does not have access to Touch of Light.
It does cost 2 mana though, so it's a little bit different. And it's not like you can bluff it because you know it's there.
That's the thing though. It's one of those things where it's worse than Touch of Light by far, but the fact that it also gives you a level.
Yeah, that's
and
nice.
More importantly, and this is something people forget about, it's a Touch of Light that you can Divine Offering for in the late game. That's actually quite a big deal. That's won quite a few games.
You do have to sort of spend your shrine play to do it, though.
You do, but sometimes that gives you lethal.
Alright, so that boy is getting helmed, that's for sure.
Yep, and he's got the helm in hand as well. The major benefit of this, though, for Ganderheart, is that it's going to delay that succubus for a turn.
Oh, yeah, because you can't do both.
Yeah, so if he has an answer, because I'm watching Lucy's hand right now. If he has an answer to...
No, he's not doing it. What is he going to take? He might take Harpy, actually. Just get rid of it.
Oh.
Mesmerizing Spirit. Really?
I'm interested if he gets into problems for this, because 3-card hand, Mesmerizing's a big deal. I think he's also thinking the Valley's been used, which means Divine Offering's going to start hurting. So it's possible this will go well. I think now that you've got the Vulture, though, you need to put that Ziara back in the deck. You must assume he's playing Reanimate, right? It's quite a common card.
Oh yeah, if you have anything big, it's just good. Even without it, it's just good. Bringing back extra spirit, extra harpies. Archibald the Wingless.
Yeah, he's playing 3 of them.
Huh.
It's an interesting tech. It gives you some haste damage, I guess. That's. I mean, that could end some games.
His only spirit is mesmerizing.
I think so. Oh, actually, you can get Enchained Souls off Ziara.
Ah, right. That's right.
That's a good combo. It also, I mean, okay, Ziara also makes the thing smaller, so it's only a 3/3.
I mean, still go. He can still kill anything he wants that he attacks.
Yeah, that's true.
So Ganderhearts probably has to draw a card here. That vulture is looking rather menacing.
Does he have a way of dealing with it?
Not currently, no.
There's no Sanctum.
Oh, he just top decked Sanctum. Oh my god.
Can he kill? Ah, he's got the Consume.
Wow, what a top deck.
That went pretty well. Although I would say that's quite an expensive like set of plays there. Now Lucy has 2 Powerlust Incarnates. I think you just play them right now.
Well, I mean, yeah, with the Sanctum out of the way.
And there's also a Curse here and a Cleanse in hand. Oh, a Mind Extortion.
Oh god, three curses of Risha. Yikes.
So Lucy's in a really good spot.
Let's see.
Because he knows that there's no way of dealing with this. He also knows there's a Succubus, which could cause some problems. But there's a Cleanse and a Helm in hand. There's some minor sequencing problems there, playing the Incarnates before the Curses, but besides that, it's gone quite well. Mr. Divine Offering.
I mean, he could just clear the board here and deal 12 damage.
Yeah, there's a Cleanse and a Helm. Yeah, a few minor sequencing issues. But,
See, and this is why I like Tribute in my mono C decks.
Tribute is very good. Now, here's the funny thing. Because of the way this has gone, those Silverthorn Promenades are currently representing lethal, even if the 4/4 dies.
Oh, you drew a Harpy, though. That'll help a lot.
Oh, that will help a lot.
That kills a 6/6.
That Mist Divine Offering may come back, because there's 2 Amethyst Scarabs in Lucy's hand. So you would have had an extra mana. Keep in mind, though, there's a Succubus off the hero power next turn.
Yes. Oh, missed DO for Ganderheart. Ouch. And he DO'd
Yeah,
his own Succubus. That's strange.
This is why valleying for mana earlier was a bit interesting, because killing that Vampiric Ashes, it may have been better just to not play a Shrine that turn and Divine Offering the next.
Oh, top deck's a Helm. Well, actually,
yeah.
Will he even use it here? Because then his 6/6 still dies.
Divine Offering the Scarab, get a Shrine, 13, that's 10 in play, get a Succubus from deck for 7.
But does he have enough mana for all that stuff? Because he got to pay 2 mana for each
No.
emblem.
However...
Oh, he just changed it to level. Well, I mean,
and
he
then
wouldn't block anyways, right? I mean, he can't.
I don't understand why he didn't Divine Offering first. That would have been representing lethal with Succubus.
Wait, he just... What? He could have used the other one right now to buff one of them to 7 damage, so that didn't he just miss lethal?
Yeah.
He could have used the other one. Okay, you can use more than one per turn, right?
Yep. And also, he hasn't Divine Offeringed. An extra mana would make that Powerlust a 7/7. Oh, that's painful. Still hasn't Divined!
Oh, he draws a Reanimate.
1, 2, 3,
But it's got
4,
no
5,
Succubi
6.
in the deck. But he can wait. He could consume the Succubus right now.
There are only 14, 15 shrines. So there are shrines in the deck.
Ganderheart's not out of it yet. He consumes the Succubus.
He can clear the board right now.
Now the question: does he kill Archibald or does he Sanctum it and then go face for 5? Sends back the Reanimate. What a madman! And he misses the O off of it. Why is he trying to get more shrines? Just use the cards you have.
Wait, he had reanimate.
Yeah, he sent
curse,
it back.
yeah. Curse kills, that's why.
Oh, wait, never mind.
That...
I forgot. Well, then he was screwed. Forget
there were
Fuzz.
a couple of plays towards the end of that game which were a bit messy, but I think long games that are entirely value based, small things early, like using that valley so you don't have it in the deck, can really come back to bite you.
I mean, yeah, well, I think Gander had lost 2 cards because of it. 2 draws. That's painful. I mean,
Yeah,
at some
I
point,
think-
you just gotta stop DOing because you have so few shrines.
Yeah, sometimes it's not worth it, although yeah, a couple questionable plays on both sides, I think. We'll have to see how the next game goes. It's the Kainu list is coming out now.
Yeah, I do want to see what happens there, so I'm waiting for them. Let's see. Dobriches lost to Geronimo his first game. What else? I gotta say, this Masters lineup is, shall I say, very light on veterans.
Yeah, that's true actually. We've got maybe 4 or 5 regulars. No,
I mean,
we've got a few.
Holyo's really the only. Holyo's the main
Cole,
one.
Dobry, Lyracy. Ijano's been in a lot of them. Freebie, and then we've got quite a few that have been in like a lot of Masters, but not enough to be kind of ubiquitous yet. And quite a few relatively new people, I think.
It seems every Masters there's somebody who hasn't been there before.
Yeah.
I actually haven't checked if this has been true every Masters, but it's been true in a lot of Masters. Man, they're still the ban is still going on, man. That seems to be taking a while. Oh, there we go, finally.
It's just deck selection. So deck selection here is mostly for tie breaks, if that becomes relevant.
All right, so there's that Kayano list, and let's see what version. Oh, that is not Kayano. There's priests in there. There's a temple.
Oh, are there?
Whoa. And Holy Radiance. What?
Ooh, we've got something interesting here. Oh, there's some spicy stuff in this deck. I hope it just gets drawn so I don't have to talk about it. There's some spicy stuff in here.
I mean, I'm assuming based on what I'm seeing that there is the emissary, Sunblessed Emissary in here.
Yes, you'd be correct. You know what? If any hero can play Sunblessed Emissary, it's Kayanu.
Yeah, because you play her, she comes out, and then you can just play Namir's Blessing for 0. Draw 2 cards.
Yes, the classic turn 1 power surge, also known as the I go first now, since you discard a card and then get to go first, basically.
Yeah, man. Fair enough.
Which is always quite funny. It's always correct. That's the funny thing. Well, it's not always correct, but most of the time it's correct to go turn 1 power surge with Spark. But it's really funny when it happens because it's just like, and they go first now.
Isn't it the same thing as turn 1 Horizons?
Turn 1 Horizons is a little better because you also get that color fixing. But yeah.
But I mean, in this deck, it's a mono deck, so color fixing is like, who cares?
There's also the other reason why Horizons is better early game is because when you go up a level, you discard a card anyway, whereas when you go up a mana, you generally draw a card.
Yes.
So overall, after all of your levels and basically after all your levels have been sorted, whoever played New Horizons was generally up a card. Unless you play Scarabs and Power Surges, and then you play the Scarabs first, and then your Power Surges draw cards, and then you're at and then at that point, I think Power Surge is actually better than Horizons if you play them later in the game, because Horizons is horrific if you draw it late in the game.
Hang on, I think the game I had with Ganderheart like froze or something.
Is it?
Let me see. Oh yeah, like it was stuck for a second. Like, why doesn't he play this Power Surge? And then I see, wait, why is Lucy's hand is like moving? What?
Okay. That makes
Okay.
sense. That's happened to me a few times.
All right. So Lucy,
Double
double
temple.
temple. Ooh, spooky. Oh right, because Diogen is a priest. I forget.
Yep. Now, Gandalf has an Assassin's Guild assassin hand,
Oh yeah.
um, but also has a cloning bat. Now, I think this turn you play the cloning bat and you start getting value out of it. You probably move the Powerlust Incarnate back. No, he's actually just gonna put the assassin down. This does let you stay in the front more because you can trade with a temple.
Okay, it keeps freezing
But
for some reason.
is it just that one client?
Yeah. I'll just restart this, I guess.
Okay.
Alright, stay tuned, everybody.
So, double temple in play. Shadow Step Assassin, Powerless Incarnate at a 2/2. So if Lucy's got an extra priest, then there's going to be a killing of an incarnate playing this turn. However, there was a priest, but it was going through Hero Power, so Diogen is now currently under the Kayanu.
Okay, there we go. Baseborn recruit for Ganderhard. How about that?
That's
Wow, he
bizarre.
doesn't play a Scarab to play this instead. Is he trying to just push a lot of damage in? But wait a minute, he's up against a couple temples. He's got to be wary of that. Well, the assassin will take care of one of them, I guess.
I guess he can still play the Scarab next turn, and the advantage of doing this is you get an extra VAT activation, and next round you're going to be able to play the Scarab anyway.
But now,
So,
if he had played the
yeah.
Scarab, he'd have Cataclysm on tap. I guess maybe he doesn't need it, probably.
I don't think you need Kata now, because Cataclysm's at its best when your opponent has spent so many resources gaining full board control and is going to attack you next turn. So if your opponent is going to spend the next turn building board presence, then you shouldn't Cataclysm. So he's probably going to Cataclysm in about 2 or 3 turns, I think, because Lucy has the better board control deck. And also has more cards in hand right now.
Yes.
Since Diogen always draws a card.
So he cannot deal with the assassin right now. So so he's got Trigon running around. So he wants to go up double Trigon, which means he can use Holy Radiance.
Mm-hmm.
And that's about it, I think. I mean, does he have Spell Warden? Because that's a priest too.
I wouldn't be shocked. Let me check.
I mean, if you're gonna go through all the trouble, then yeah. He actually only needs 1 Trigon, right? Because he just needs the double. There's no reason for double green.
He is not playing. Not playing the Wardens. What's interesting about this is, yeah, you're right. I think not needing double green is probably a good thing. I think this is more of a I had double Trigon, I might as well use them.
Seems flare.
Because I think trying to get 2 Trigons is hard. Trying to get 1 Trigon by level 3 is doable. We kind of saw that with the... Do you remember that chicken deck? The Advanced Never chicken deck a while ago?
I think so.
Needed double Trigon for the hasted chickens because it had red and then needed double green and blue and order. Most ridiculous color stringent ever.
I think he's going for the VATS kill here.
Yeah, he's going to kill the VATS and he's forcing the switch off here because he has to take the opportunity to kill, which means that's going to work out for Lucy. Gets rid of the VATS, clears the last token from the VATS, and has full board control, and is at parity on cards, which means a Cataclysm is not backbreaking in the next couple of turns. Double Scarab, but he can't play them.
Well, I mean, he could only benefit from 1.
Yeah, the only way to get both would be to Scarab and go level.
Well, no, it says gain amount if you have 6 or less. So he could actually play both and gain. I mean, not this turn though, but he could get a free mana crystal from both of them.
Yeah, if he went level, he could play 1, go to 6, and the next turn play the other one. But that slows you down a lot. Help.
Oh yeah.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Next turn, you can play that Scarab, and you still get the benefit.
So will Lucy cleanse the helm? Or you could just cleanse... no, cleanse Diogen, I guess. Oh, no, if he cleanses the helm, Diogen goes back to... Oh, Bar Convoy. Oh, wow.
Oh, that's great. Bark Convoy is going to force a Cataclysm here, I think. Because that board state is brutal. And the problem Ganderheart's in is that that's going to force a Cataclysm, but Lucy actually has more cards in hand than Gander does right now. Actually, it might not force a Cataclysm. Might wait an extra turn. Play Scarab this turn, go up a Shrine.
He draws another power loss, so he could hero power something down.
Not ramping.
Looks like he's gonna kata. I think
not ramping 2 turns ago. That cloning bat turn, or 3 turns ago, has really come back to bite Ganderheart. There's been a couple of turns in a row where having an extra mana would have made it a lot better.
I mean, I always thought that you want mana more than like some random piece of crap slave.
Yeah, I think that having that extra Amethyst Scarab, and Amethyst Scarab is a better threat as well. It does grow. Yeah. It is a threat. Like, chaining Scarabs together is a legitimate way to win the game.
Yeah, 2 Scarabs working together can rack up damage pretty fast.
They really can.
Oh,
alright, so we're gonna get a Scarab.
So, yeah,
we're gonna get a Scarab this turn.
Maybe even 2 Scarabs. Ooh. Because he's got power lost in his back pocket for the hero power removal.
Funny thing is, Scarab...
Or does he take... Yeah. Or does he steal Bar Convoy from his deck and destroy the temple?
No, I don't think that's worth it, because Scarab will trade with it anyway. And I think from Gander's perspective, you want to be using your hero power to get Diogens out of the deck. Yeah.
Maybe he'll be doing it now.
Bark Convoy?
He can pick either... There's 1 Bar Convoy and 2 Diogens, and 4 Sunblessed Emissaries.
I think you take the Convoy here. Because you don't want Lucy to draw this. The thing is, and here's the problem that Gander's been in for multiple turns. This deck, this Dominion deck, only is good when you're ramping. A lot of the deck's major players, like this Cleanse, for instance, just to show how powerful that was, Cleanse basically negated Gander's turn, but because he's not been ramping when he has the opportunity, he's not gaining any advantage. Normally, you 1-for-1 every turn while ramping. So then you get 4 turns later, you still have the same number of cards, but while they're playing like 2-drops and 3-drops, you're playing Cataclysms, Cleanses, like you're doing crazy things.
And also, he should have destroyed the temple when he had the chance.
Yeah, it's now finally taking that turn
power surge.
to ramp. Yeah, finally took the turn to ramp. We could have played some other stuff, but has taken that turn to ramp instead, which I think is good.
Oh, Mantle of the Winds. I mean, I know he wants to play Blessings, but wow.
Yeah, that's what I saw on the list, and I was like, You know what? It's like a permanent CFC. Namir's Blessing. The classic Namir's Blessing. That's going to cause some problems. Yeah, a couple people in chat, which was 10 minutes ago technically, talking about Mono C a lot. Yeah, Mono C is very popular in Conquest because it's self-contained. There's no overlap with other things, and it leaves you 5 colors completely untouched. Hypnotizing Whispers! I love Hypnotizing Whispers. I've been playing a lot of Hypnotizing Whispers.
It's a pretty fun card, yeah.
It's better than it looks. I mean, it looks a bit stupid, but it's actually... it can do some stuff.
Oh, you can take a Diogen here. OP.
Yep, and then you get to put the Sunblessed on the bottom.
But also, lol order. He could have done that first and gotten an extra Might Emblem. Ah, it's okay. He can get another Hypnotizing Whispers with Diogen.
Yep. This is gonna keep going. It's a good combo.
No, he took
What?
a baseborn. What?
Come on!
No, man, no balls.
I mean, I know it has Valor, that's why I did it, but come on! Hypnotizing Whispers! Just chain them! Great!
And you know the next one will work because you just put that Sunblessed on the bottom there.
Yeah, either that or Lucy Divine Offerings it, and then he's not gonna draw the Sunblessed Emissary, so it's a win-win either way. It's one of those things where every time your opponent plays a Hypnotizing Whispers, you have to Divine Offering. Because it doesn't matter if there's a good card in that 5, you're not drawing it for 2 turns.
So for a deck like what Lucy has, it seems like he should run something like Pony Brigade, because with all these extra blessings, he's not running creatures.
Yeah.
And putting out 6 ponies on the board is no joke.
Is that the plan? Deogen getting back creatures and you bounce them? This is crazy though.
Wow.
Oh wow.
The
It's a
math, man.
4-speed, untargetable.
Nah, you can just steal. He's gonna steal his bar convoy, I think. Cataclysm top.
Funnily enough, I think you actually have to kata here.
Well, let me see. He could steal the bar convoy.
Then he can't kill it.
Well, he destroys one of the mantles, right? So it's not like 4-speed anymore.
That's true.
Draw first.
It's so risky though, because if you don't get it, I think he's just gonna hit for a lot of damage here. 13, 15 damage, and then Cataclysm.
It's a pretty painful Cataclysm, though, I gotta say.
It is, but I don't see how you lose the game from here if your opponent doesn't have, like 32 life.
He's not attacking with his 6/6. Oh, he might go level and make it 4-speed,
Oh,
actually.
that's a bad idea. That's a really bad idea.
Yeah.
Because there's so many ways this could go wrong. Tidal Wave, Cleanse.
Well, I mean, the thing is, he still needs an extra Might Emblem on the temple, though. So he needs more than one thing.
Yeah, but that's not that difficult.
And also, he can still try to hero power for something. Because he knows he sent the bar convoy into the deck, and he's got 1 card. So there's a very good chance he can still get it.
Yeah, but he's only got one usage. He has to kill a mantle here, I guess.
I mean, he could destroy the Namirs, actually, just because...
Actually, I think you destroy the Namirs. Killing a mantle does nothing, because he can't deal with a 3-speed creature any better than he can a 4-speed. If Gander loses this to a Tidal Wave or a Cleanse, there's some I told you so's being thrown around here.
He drew a Primal Battle, but it's not helpful here. I guess you might as well play Namirs and just recycle it.
Yeah, you might as well. Primal Battle at least buys him an extra turn to draw something.
I mean, oh yeah. Yeah, he does.
Because you can Primal Battle to gain some life. Oh, that was risky. The thing is, my logic there is, you've got 3 cards in hand. You have Advanced Despina and Rune of Blades. I don't see how you lose that game.
I mean, I'm sure it was fine. Like, it's not like you would have... Oh, he used it for... He redrew the Primal Battle. And he drew absolute trash.
I guess the logic is that there's no way you're gonna... Actually, I think it's
It would have
13.
been hard to buff up the Temple, though, to 6. Like, to do that and remove the Incarnate with only 1 card in hand?
Lucy still has a shot here. Because he's not dead. He's not dead on board. We'll see, though, because it depends what Gander draws.
Yeah. Oh, Symbol of Blood.
Symbol of Blood.
Womp, womp. Bye-bye. That's it, right? Like, kills the temp. Oh, no, he can't even target it. Never mind, I'm dumb.
No, he can't kill the Angelic. He can kill the Relic Guard, and then... But he doesn't have lethal.
He has a Shadow Step Assassin. He could use that to kill the 0/3. Hit the face for a lot. No, he's still not enough to kill him. He's still looking at that Cataclysm, but it's just such a painful Cataclysm when you have such a good board.
I think you...
Oh,
right. Yeah.
That's right. That takes care of that
He's gonna start
Namir's
scrapping
Blessing.
it, and that deals with it with Symbol.
Wait,
No, he's...
Wait, he didn't destroy Namir's Blessing?
I am extremely confused. Oh, there's 2, never mind. I thought...
Oh, wow.
My brain had just assumed he killed the Nimir's Blessing last round. but he didn't. He's been going for the mantles, which...
Well, now it makes sense, because now that it's only 2 speed, there's a lot of things that can block it.
It makes sense now, although I still think last turn it was highly suspicious. Because now this is going to be a very slow kill over the next 3 turns.
I don't know how slow it's going to be. I mean, that Scarab is 8-7.
Well, he's got to attack 3 or 4 times to get it. This is gonna get interesting. Are there any CFCs in the deck or anything? I don't think so.
It seems like there should be. He's gonna do end of turn.
CFCs traditionally very good.
Another symbol.
There aren't. I get the thing is when you're playing a deck like this, deck space becomes a big problem.
I mean, it's hard to fit everything you want. I mean, for instance, you already didn't include the Shepherd, which I think is really good if you have symbol, because your sprouts can be very large.
It can be.
Oh, another Hypnotizing Whispers.
Hypnotizing is the best card in his deck right now. Because he can affix the top.
Oh.
He can't draw anything. He's just gonna give him a Trigon. Here's what you do: you give him a Trigon. No, you give him you give him a Trigon, and then he's gonna Divine Offering the Trigon, and then just draw a card.
He gets to pop another thing. Man, that Diogen synergy. He got a Diogen off of Hypnotizing, and now he's getting all this Valor.
Actually, funnily enough, wait, no. The funny thing about that Hypnotizing was I think the best thing you can do is put the Shrine on top. Because then if Lucy draws the Shrine and then just goes, oh, I'll draw a card, you can put the Trigon as the second card. Always Divine Offering after Hypnotizing Whispers. I don't care what you draw. Always do it.
Yeah,
it's never good.
Your opponent fixed the top of your deck. They probably gave you trash.
Yeah, they've arranged it so that if you don't Divine Offering, you're not drawing anything useful for the next like 3 turns.
So Gandahar's really playing it slow. He's got 2 symbols of blood, which he isn't using. I guess he's waiting for something he can actually remove that's like...
I mean, they're instant, so...
Yeah. But yeah, Lucy's just screwed, right? How could he possibly win? There's no comeback for that deck.
I think Lucy's chances of winning are like Gander disconnecting.
Oh, yeah. I guess that's a thing. Oh my god. See, that's the thing with some of these priest cards are just trash. Like, you don't have Tren, so you miss out on a lot of the early game power that can provide with blocking spells.
Yeah. There's missing Tren. This is a very good value deck, but it doesn't have any way of getting through this, like... This is what Holy Radiance is for, but Holy Radiance does not help anymore.
Well, there's a 7/7 and a 9/8. The Radiance is like, it's gonna tickle them.
Actually, Holy Radiance would be really good there, because it would clear all the small stuff,
yeah, it clears away a lot of trash.
Yeah, leaving only those 2, and there is a 7/7 temple in play. Is he going for lethal?
I don't think
doing the end of turn.
But there is still a 7/7.
I think he's going for lethal, where he's going to force Lucy to block.
He wants to force the temple to block, right? Send a 1/1 into the little dude, and then just send everybody to the face. And he has to block. Well, no, he'll block. Oh, yeah. He can't block the 7/7, so he has to block the. Oh wow, this guy. This is not even gonna spare him that.
And then attack.
Another Might Emblem? I mean, there's no point in destroying Namir's Blessings when there's 2 of them. Does it anyway.
There's literally no point in doing that. But okay, sure. I think the way this works is he has to block the 9/8 regardless. Because keep in mind, if you drop to 0, it doesn't matter if you've got Lifebound, you're still dead.
No, it does. It does matter. The damage calculation is simultaneous. You can come back.
It doesn't matter if it's simultaneous. Damage happens first, and then the Lifebound trigger happens, but if you're at 0, the game ends.
I thought I've seen it work not that way, but then maybe...
Only... Oh, wow. It works if you have a ranged Lifebound.
I actually want to see this. Wait, is he... What? Why is he only attacking with that?
Didn't he have lethal? 7? You block.
Why
you can only block 3 damage.
With the 7/7 Incarnate,
he had
too.
guaranteed lethal there. What's he afraid of? Tornado Outbreak? He has 2 blockers. That was, I mean, it's very safe. It was very safe. Can't fault him for being safe, but like,
Yeah,
what are you playing around?
sometimes you can get into that mindset where you just like you're just looking for any only ways to lose.
That's true. It does happen. Not attacking can lose you a lot of games sometimes. I know that from experience. I've won very important games because my opponent just refused to attack. Um, it's quite easy to forget that you can just attack.
All right, so final battle. It is the Mono C Sierra edition.
Against this priest deck. This is going to be interesting. I think Lucy has an edge here. I think because Namir's Blessing is going to be hard to deal with.
Well, Sanctum, but without Tribute and without Bezarok, actually, it is going to be a bit hard.
Because Sanctum will deal with one thing, but it's going to be tricky. We're actually going to see a turn. Yeah, Sunblessed Priest here. Harpy is going to help a lot, though, because a lot of the threats that are hard to deal with are level 1.
Oh, the temples are level 1. That's really nice. Is he going to just spark tombs? I mean, because he has no other play, unless he just makes the vulture big and goes face for 4 or something. Can he even do that much damage?
Are there any creatures
No,
in the
there are
yard?
actually no creatures in the graveyard.
There's only 1 in Lucy's, none in his. Yeah.
So spark tombs is probably what I'd do. Just get that going. I mean, because it's a continuous threat.
I mean, you might as well put out the tombs. So you got any 3-mana plays?
No, he doesn't.
Just set up the tombs, I guess. Oh, yeah. Set up tombs. It's a good setup. I mean, it is kind of a classic thing. You play against Mono C going second that turn, that 2-level 2-mana tombs. Going all the way back to when tombs was not legendary and 2-mana.
Oh, but at least it did not immediately summon a zombie.
That is true. Although the AI always seemed to draw 4. Always. I'm convinced that deck was designed to draw 4 tombs and then just suspiciously all the other ones in the deck vanish. Because there's coincidence and then there's that.
So I wonder, is anyone gonna run that new Essence just to hate on Mono C? Because it's basically designed to do just that.
I don't think anyone's playing that Essence, but yeah. I think we're gonna see Relic Guard come down here just to protect against sacrifice.
I mean, yeah, it's a nice cheap creature to no.
Here's the tombs. Well, Sanctum.
Yeah, Lucy's gonna need some kind of a bar convoy like soon.
He does have a mantle.
Well, I mean,
Sunblessed Emissary Mantle.
Yeah, he gets a redraw on that, which is nice.
And it gets flying, so he can just attack with the 4/4 immediately. Fumes?
Well, I mean, I think he's trying to set up that Sanctum on it.
I mean, he is, but it's always painful seeing that.
Yeah, not great value, but I think Ganderheart has got the value game on lockdown here with his hero power, so he just needs to like.
I don't know. He's got a good turn here. Sunblessed Emissary, Mantle of Winds, and a Sentry, or Deogen under the hero and then play the Sentry and the Relic Guard, protecting against Sanctum. I think I like the Sunblessed Emissary play. You get an attack from your priest. You get to snipe a Legionnaire or go face. I think you snipe a Legionnaire.
Well,
and
the
then
1/1
you
will
have
block
extra in play.
probably. Oh no, it buffs the speed too, right?
Yeah, buffs the speed. So yeah, and then you'll end up with a I think you actually play the Relic Guard in that case, or play the Sentry
you need
and
to play
put it on back row.
I think you want to play Relic Guard because it's harder to kill than
Yeah,
Valor
this is
guy.
an interesting turn.
I forget these names sometimes. Like I have so many names of cards in my head. It's like sometimes you just forget what something is called.
Sentry of the Valor Knight.
Yeah, I just call him the little Valor dude.
He is the little Valor dude. He serves two purposes. Giving, like, might emblems to random guys, and making Namirs give things +6/+6. That's his two purposes.
Is the 5/5 gonna come out to play, or is he just gonna
Not
stay in
this
the back
turn.
forever? I guess he's planning that speed trick.
Yeah, he's gonna mantle next turn. Like, this is a lot of damage, but it's not actually that bad because he knows he's gonna be gaining a lot of life soon.
Yeah, and for him, board control is more important too. Oh, missed DO, but he has a shrine in hand. Is he gonna? I wonder if he'll just play Archibald here. Just develop an Archibald. I guess he might as well. I don't know. Word of Pain.
Oh yeah, something being brought up about the player amount on Steam. Funnily enough, that's actually, I think I always underestimate how few people in the player base use Steam, because I remember seeing it once, which was like, it was like there are 20 people online, and I opened my friends list, and I think on my friends list alone there were 30.
Oh yeah.
And I don't have everyone in the game.
There's a ton of people
Not even
on mobile
close.
too.
There's a lot of people on mobile. There's a lot of people who have the original client, and there's also a lot of, well, there's a few people in different countries that don't even have access to Steam as well. So Steam charts basically tells you nothing. From what I can tell. Maybe a long time ago it did, back when Steam was the main platform for the game, but it really isn't anymore. So it's interesting.
So I just realized that Trigun can be played as a blessing too, and Lucy
Oh, yeah.
beautifully took advantage of that. I think he drew like 4 cards.
Lucy is in a good spot right now. The only thing he's missing is the Namir's Blessing.
So Gander, send that Valley back. There you go. Is it time for Hero Power? Maybe, I think he wants to send his Priest in first. Oh no, and hope that he lets it die, so he can kill the 0/2, and then he can sack
Thing
it or
is,
something.
it won't die is the problem, because he's got no reason to kill it. There's a Radiance in play. It may be a Hero Power turn. I don't know what you get, though. Advanced Zash is okay here, but not good.
No, I mean, I think it'll help because combined with Sanctum, it should be able to clear both wide. It'll clear wide boards and then Sanctum away big things, hopefully.
Yeah, I'm just concerned that I think if he goes Zash, he may actually just die, because the Zash costs 5 mana and he does not have enough mana to combo it with something. But this Radiance is a serious problem, because it actually clears the entire board. There's the Archibald, that'll live. But there's a cleanse. There's a cleanse incoming. He's just trying to get some damage out of this, I think.
Well, I mean,
And Lucy's
if
gonna
his board
recognize
is
that.
gonna die, then there's no downside to doing that. He'll probably still kill the Priest, just that there's less creatures for his Sanctum to do the work.
I don't agree with blocking with a 3/4. I think blocking with a 2/3 is fine, but the 3/4 I don't agree with, because fumes could be a problem.
Yeah.
And he doesn't. He's worried about that fumes, which makes perfect sense. Yeah, I think this is gonna be hard now.
Oh, he hit the Flying Priest instead.
Yeah, he's just trying to reduce life gain. There's a cleanse coming in this turn though, and this is a deck that can Deogen cleanses.
Yeah, I think this version of Mono C looks to be really badly matched up here. Without the tribute, without Bezarok, you just cannot remove these creatures.
According to Vanguard, in chat, this is a really good matchup for this priest deck. Apparently,
I mean, looking at this, yeah.
it seems to be. Mono C has issues dealing with multiple medium-sized threats. Sort of things at 4 HP.
Tribute is for. It's exactly.
Yeah, this
for
is
that
why you
reason.
need tribute.
And Bezarok basically is like a mini tribute when you play it. Which you can reanimate as well. With Sierra is nice, but it's like a little too cute almost.
For this kind of setup, yeah. I think this is one of those situations where it feels like this would be a hard matchup anyway, but Gander's not playing the cards that would help. Because Infernal and Bezrock are really good, but they do cost a lot. But even then, it doesn't have them. Like right now, I think this plan is go aim on the immortal. Go aim on the what is it called? The Undying or something. The one that when you die, you don't die.
Oh, him.
Yeah,
Advanced
might just get.
Darius.
That feels a bit like a. That doesn't feel like a winning play, to be honest. That feels a bit like I'm trying not to die, but I think he's dead anyway. There's a symbol here.
Well, I mean, the
8,
thing
9,
is,
10. Yeah, he's dead.
not dying doesn't solve the problem of you dying next turn.
Yeah, he's got lethal. Symbol of growth is lethal.
Yeah, I'm not really liking Ganderheart's. I think Archibald is nice, but it's just like you have to use it with Mesmerizing Spirit, and you have to lose Mesmerizing Spirit too. I don't know.
It feels a bit like Devourer is probably a better option because it gets rid of cloning bats and things like that. And that's where you get your swift damage. So Archibald, I know it costs a lot less than Devourer, but
Devourer can do a lot more things. Okay, so round 1
Yeah.
is complete. We've got Wildblade, Freebie, Holio, Saint Jesus, Sashlar, Lyris, Dobrichez, and Lucy as the contenders.
what are we thinking here?
For who we're gonna see, or who do you think is gonna win?
Both, I guess.
I mean, honestly, it's hard to tell. I feel like almost anyone here could win.
I feel I think Lucy has a good lineup, but I think that he's made enough mistakes where I don't think he's going to win the whole thing unless he starts playing a bit better, which I know he can. I think he's a very good player. He just seemed to slip up a bit in that best of 3. But if he picks up his game, I think he's got a good shot. I don't know about the rest of the setups though. Like Wildblade is someone that I think shouldn't be underestimated. So is Lyracy.
I mean, Freebie already won twice.
That's true. Freebie's won twice. We could watch Freebie and Wildblade actually.
I mean, I'll just take anyone who we haven't seen. So we've seen Lucy, so I don't want to see another Lucy. So
Yeah.
somebody else.
So
See
not
what-
Lucy and Dobry.
Sorry, Dobrichez.
Wildblade is the is Wildblade the only person that's 2-0'd? I think so. Wait, no. No, he's the he had the bye, that's why. So Freebie and Hole both went 2-0, I think.
Personally, I don't think it should matter whether you win 2-0 or 2-1, because the whole purpose of the best of 3 is to compensate for bad draws and stuff. You shouldn't be punished because you lost the game due to bad draws, if you still manage to win.
But there has to be some way of deciding ties. I do think that Conquest does not lend itself well to play game percentage, though, because the whole point of the format is that you play decks that counter specific archetypes, which means if the format's working and everyone plays, like everyone selects well, everyone should be 2-1 every round. Because you can only trap one archetype. So it's kind of a weird tiebreak, but it's one of those things where it's a weird tiebreak, but you need one somewhere.
Well, adding up the scores of the people you played seems like a fair way to do it.
Yeah, and that's the main one. I think that's opponent's match win
percentage.
Yeah.
But then buy shouldn't give you 100%. That shouldn't be like. The
buys are bad though because it tanks your play game win, which also is taken into account. So if you have a buy and you end up 3-1, you'll probably be the lowest rank out of the 3-1s. Unless.
Well, which of the 3 tiebreaks is considered first?
I actually don't know. I think it's a hybrid.
It should be the.
I think play game
O1W.
percentage is the highest one. You know what? I'll make a note of it, and at the end of the tournament, if I remember, I will check. There's a big if there.
So we'll just take any of the first 3 pairs, and then we'll roll with those. And we'll see what kind of awesomeness awaits us. So we've seen some different variants of popular decks. A new Mono C, which I'm still a bit iffy on. A different variant of Kayanu, which I think looks pretty cool.
Yeah, that priest deck.
Yeah, it seems that Sunblessed Emissary with Kayanu is pretty legit.
Yeah, it's really good. I mean, Kayanu is basically tribal support for 3 mana, 2 level cards.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. And the funny thing is, without those cards, like, the hero power starts to look bad. Okay, Holiol and Send Jesus, let's do that.
Apparently, Love Giant's gonna do Hall.
What?
Unless we want to take it.
Alright, fine, let him have it. We'll take and Lairis.
Alright, we'll do Sashlar and Lyris then.
So let's see. Oh, wait, what? These lineups look almost identical. Well, Sashlar is exactly the same lineup as we saw previously. Amun, Kayanu, and Mono D. Wait, Lyris is playing something a bit different. He's got Burning Rage. Okay, that's pretty cool.
Sashlar's playing... I'm noticing a trend. If I'm honest, if I was playing in this tournament, I'd probably be playing Mono Dominion, Mono C, and either Kayanu or like Advanced Neba, the Rage one.
Bam.
Yeah. Okay, if Sashlar is playing Cursive Risha, he will win this. If he's playing straight Mono Dominion, I think he's screwed. That's my prediction here.
Well, given that all the shrines in his hand are Dominion, I'm guessing he does not have Corruption.
Yeah, it's unlikely. I mean... Yeah. I mean, a lot of people on Shrining have picked up the 4 Curse Splash with no other Corruption cards, but I don't think many other people have. Especially if you want to play Curse of Risha in your Mono C deck. Which some of them do.
Nightmare Stallion. Whoa.
So it is Corruption. Nightmare Stallion. That's a powerful card right there if you get it working.
But the thing is, how does he activate it? Because he has to put something under it.
I'm thinking you can use Skill Shrines to activate it really easily. Silverthorn Promenade is a perfect activation for Nightmare Stallion if you need 3 levels, because you can go Nightmare Stallion, put another Silverthorn under, and then play your 3rd one to get a level, and that counts. Yeah, Love Giant's doing Hall's game apparently.
So Sashlar is gonna what? Just summon another guy? I guess. Back when Vats could summon non-slaves. Oh, that was fun. So Lyris,
yep.
he had a Dragonfire off the top. Man, he would have liked to play that off of Burning Rage.
I mean, he still can.
Yeah,
but yeah, it would have been so good.
Not that big of a deal. Man, he's just relentlessly, like, he's training his life and then just sending all kinds of crap into Sashlar's face.
Bing. Bing.
Oh wow, Dragon Assault can be played too, right? Because it's a rage action?
I think so, yeah. Yep, I'm pretty sure you can Dragon Assault off the top. Dang. But I also think you have to pay mana.
Oh yeah,
so it's basically
that would make
just
sense. So it's
it's
a
basically
1 mana
just
discount.
Dragon Assault, but it costs 1 less, and you draw a card effectively.
And you pay
but
2 life.
pay an extra 2 life, yeah.
I guess that's fair. So let's see. So I mean, we can assume that all of his spells are rage. Like he's even got Lightning Bolt, Lightning Bolt, Symbol, Fireball, basically the works.
I think he's got everything. If he's playing Lightning Bolt, he probably has every single one, right? All the burn spells.
Probably.
I do find it funny that when Dragon Assault was changed, from its original version, a lot of people were complaining that it was basically destroyed. But
What?
no. Dragon Assault has always been
Yeah,
good.
3 damage AoE? That's pretty good.
Yeah, for 4 mana, it's really good. But I think it was because thing was, its original version was insane. Keep in mind, it was the 2 mana pay life up to 4.
Oh, it could do 4 damage too. Yeah.
Yeah, it was really good. But keep in mind, just because it's not the most efficient Cataclysm in the game anymore, it's still good. Like, it still does things. Nightmare
Well,
Stallion is doing some damage here. I actually am a bit concerned for Lyris here.
Yeah,
Lyracy,
because how much damage did he do to himself?
Well, he's got the Dragonfire on top, but he doesn't have anything else. Yeah, Dragon Assault clears 2,
Yeah.
which clears more damage. But he's taking another 3.
Yeah. Man, you remember the pony is like the super Haldiri. It's like the good Haldiri.
It really is. It takes some more setup, but it does. It hits hard.
Well, it's basically Haldiri with 2 extra HP. That's a lot.
Yep.
And it costs 1 less mana. Well, Sashlo is just gonna chill and just hit him in the face, but he's probably just gonna play Tribute and... Oh, never mind. No Tribute.
Yeah, he knows he has Infernal Tribute, though. He saw him draw it.
No, he's already DO'd it.
Oh, did he DO it? Okay, I wasn't paying attention. That's my bad.
But then... Dragonfire... Is he gonna Dragonfire and... Sanction?
Sack.
He's gotta clear the board, because he's taking too much
I think
damage.
he has to. He's taking too much damage. Next turn, he gets to gain 3 life again, and he's got the hero power. I think there was a bit of a scary moment, but I think Lyris has this now. Like, I don't really see a way of Sashlar closing out the game anymore.
He can still steal Succubi, though. That's...
Is he playing Succubi?
Well, Lyris has 2 in hand.
Oh, okay. I'm on Sashlar's hand.
So he...
Okay, yeah. He can steal some Succubi, I guess. That's the only way through, though. He's got effectively he's got a lot of life gain, though.
Well, he better, because he took 6 damage from his Burning Rage already.
Yeah, he's gonna burn himself out, so he does have to be careful.
Just steal a Succubus right now, right?
Succubus is pretty brutal here. Yep. Going down to 3.
Yikes.
He can Succubus, but he can't.
Oh, Fireball helps a lot. Because you can...
Cannonade clears, so he's gonna Succubus.
Oh, yeah, but does he want to take... Oh, he has to take 2 damage, though. Yikes.
Yeah, he does. He's going to 4 here, or he's gonna hero
Oh
power.
yeah, he's gonna Hero Power and then Tombs, probably? Because the Cannonade clears the Succubus anyways.
The question is, what hero power do you go here?
There's no Hero Power that gains you life.
Nope. Hermelion could be quite good. You definitely don't want to go for Amon, because Amon is so easy to deal with for Cataclysm decks. So it basically doesn't save you at all.
Oh yeah, I mean... That's basically like just buys you 1 turn, I suppose.
What happens if you helm your opponent's Amon?
Well, he doesn't lose because it's still on the board.
So you just helm it and then 4 turns later the game ends.
Yeah.
That's kind of funny actually. Oh, distribute.
Oh god. Oh, last Masters.
That's still the game.
That was a... You saw what happened last Masters, right?
I saw last time and I just assumed that it'd been fixed. Wasn't there that game which was like Burning Rage against an Arrow Barrage deck or something? And the game was just crashing every turn.
Yes.
Funny thing is, if it did that in the game normally, it would have been fixed by now, but it only affects spectators.
Yeah. I don't know. And the thing is, it only affects... Yeah, you have to be on the receiving end of it, I think. Because the other client didn't crash. It's only the one...
Well, so the spectators are collateral damage on the cannonade.
Basically, it distributes damage to spectators too.
Incoming cannonade. Place the target emblem on target fuzz.
And it deals triple damage. No, if you place some high one damage, any damage assigned to a podcaster
Wait.
instantly kills them.
Jeez. Alright, so we got a Cursor Risha out, which means that I think if multiple cursors were out, this would be a lot better. Does have Helm and a cloning bat. But yeah, play that assassin, try and prevent as much damage as possible. Oh jeez. So
It's doing this thing again. It's like freezing. Stop.
oh, are
it.
you still stuck?
Just restarted. Man, that was a hell of a cannonade. It like knocked my client out too.
Completely wiped everything out. So we've now got a situation of a Cursive Risha in play. But I think Sashlar's on low enough life where it should be fine. There is also a cleanse. That's an inefficient cleanse right there if you want anything. Cleansing a Cursive Risha is the worst feeling ever. You don't even go up in cards. It's a 1-for-1, but you have to spend 5 mana and you lose a life. It's one of the worst feelings in the entire game. But yeah, I've been sent a tiebreak thing.
In chat.
Ah, the DCI tiebreaks. Actually, I wouldn't be shocked if the tiebreaks are the same as the DCI tiebreaks, because that's the Magic the Gathering one, and Ivko was a Magic player, if I recall.
Should Lyris just play Pandemonium here? No, just play a Succubus, right? And then pan the Panda?
I think that's the plan.
Oh, he has to use Valley. No, he used Valley instead of Sexy Abuse. I guess he can do both next turn.
Yeah,
Actually,
that's the logic.
Which will kill Sashlar, actually, so he has to go for Succubus.
Yeah, that's what he's going for. Succubus will cost him 8 mana to do, which only leaves him with 4. He's got a Helm. He also has a Cloning Vat.
I mean, he's not gonna helm this trash, right?
You
Maybe
may
he
have
has
to.
actually. That's sad.
I mean, putting a cleanse on the top, that's the worst feeling, when you have to shuffle your opponent's deck when they've got a useless card on top. There's a lot of feel-bad moments when you play these games sometimes. Alright, tie breaks. Calculated with following for. Oh my god.
So Dragonfire is pretty good here. Clears the Succubus and the Vats.
Okay, so I've been sent a very in-depth article on tie breaks
Oh
that
dear.
I'm not convinced I can be bothered to read.
I mean, is there like just a TLDR version?
I don't think so. It's pretty impressive actually. It's got like multiple different scenarios, tables. Alright.
Sacks the Spirit and just passes turn. So Lyris has got 4 in hand.
Oh, he attacks.
He could Dragonfire now, clear the Succubus and the Vats, then play a Succubus. That puts him at 3. And then Pandemonium finishes it off.
He's got Detonate on top, which I think has to be played.
Oh yeah, oh, so in that case, that's why he's attacking, because the Detonate will finish off the Succubus.
Yeah, the Detonate is going to cost him 3 life, unfortunately.
No, it's quite a toll. But he can gain some life right now.
Yeah, he has to. Curse of Risha, man, doing some work. This Detonate is going to cost him 3 life, putting him back to 6. Then he's got a Cataclysm in hand. Doesn't have any Cathedrals, though. Oh, that's the 2. Doesn't have Cathedral. If he had Cathedral, he'd be in a really good spot right now, I'm telling you. Curse of Risha, there's a second one.
Pony, but he's got a cat here for
Ooh.
sure.
I mean, he has to, yeah. You...
So, I think he's got to start gaining life with the little spirits from Vats, right? Because otherwise...
He's currently dead to Fireball no matter what he does, but he's also
currently
dead
to very many things.
He's dead to Symbol if he stays at 2 life.
Yeah.
How many Symbols have been played? Because, I mean, it's a Burning Rage deck, right? There's no way he's not playing 4 Symbols.
See, 1, 2, only 2. And 2 Fireballs. There's 2 of each of those still. But all the Succubi are in the graveyard, actually, so that's the last one.
That's true.
So Sashlar better not try to search for a Succubus, so he's going to be really sad. Ooh, Assassin, but he's still got a Cataclysm.
Yeah, he's got a Cataclysm, but then... he could Nightmare Stallion and do 3 damage. If I'm honest, that might be better. Because Nightmare Stallion's going to do 3, and then there's 2 curses, and it might cost 2 spells to kill, which will basically kill Lyris if he tries to kill it.
Lyris does have Dragonfire, though, so he'll just...
He's going to lose life to do it, though.
Well, I mean, he'll have to, because otherwise he plays it first. So I'm guessing he's going to put Shadow Step Assassin underneath. Oh, no, he can actually do Cataclysm, yeah. Wait.
Does that work?
Wait, won't the Stallion be killed, too? Oh, no, he put the Shadow Step Assassin under it, too. But wait, no. So, actually, I want to see.
I'm going to assume he's tested this.
Okay,
that works? Yeah. That's sick. I've never seen that before. I did not know that worked that way.
I'm actually not that surprised.
I mean, I'm not that surprised, but I'm like... it's one of those things where now that I've seen it, it makes sense.
Yeah.
He's a symbol!
But he's got 2 life, though. I mean, he's
no.
got 3 life. Oh, Fireball!
Oh, Fireball!
Oh!
No, he's gonna go to 1! That literally could not have been closer.
Wow.
If he played a curse like 1 turn earlier. Wow.
Alright.
That was really close.
And that was only the first game.
Yeah. Alright. Well, let's...
that was a good game. More games like this, please. So now Lyris is playing...
Wait. No, this is Justice. It's 1 turn heal against a 4 Curse of Risha deck.
Oh, that's fun. No, I'm almost tempted to turn it off because I made a pact once where I will never spectate 1 turn heal.
From experience, on both sides of this is miserable as the 1 turn heal player.
Oh, that's good. I like watching them suffer.
Ray of Righteousness is kind of helpful here, but it's not fun. But this is gonna be a long game. Oy.
I know Sasha's gonna ramp like crazy though.
If anyone in chat is thinking, like, why are they complaining so much about 1 turn heal? You have not sat through a 1 turn heal mirror match.
I mean, it's basically like Solitaire.
Well, it is. You literally don't interact with each other at all, and it's just whoever ramps and plays Word of, like, Grace faster. It's actually hilarious. You literally play no cards that interact with each other. It's just so stupid. I think you play, like, removal on, like, Jins, and that's it. That's ramp number 3. There's some serious ramp going on both sides of this game.
That 4/4. Well, Lyris has enough room, but he has to use his raise against the curse. He knows Sashlar has the curse because he's seen it.
Yeah.
Just keep on ramping, man. So 1 turn heal does it even run reflector anymore?
Exorcism on this, yeah. Sometimes. Some of them do.
Erase that.
No.
he's gonna pay for that.
I mean, I know he can Eleanor to get them back, but you really want to Eleanor your Word of Graces, not your, Rays. Nightmare Stallion.
I like that he gets to thin his deck too by doing this. He's
Yeah,
just
he's gonna
picking
get
out the
rid of some
Cataclysm
useless
because
stuff.
they're just complete trash.
Here's curse number 1. Yeah, wait.
But he put a curse under, which I'm not sure I like.
I'm not sure about that, because I get the idea. The idea is you get to attack with your Stallion immediately, but I think the extra chance of drawing curse is really important. I think he should have put an assassin under it.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, he
For
was
sure.
gonna play it, so
An assassin. What are you doing with assassin in this game? Seriously.
I mean, it just pokes for 1 damage. That's basically it.
Like Runa Blades, Eleanor's, I guess. Yeah. Now, Larice does not have an efficient way of dealing with this. He's got 3 Holy Radiances. But yeah, curse has already done 2 damage. 3 damage now off this curse, and he's taking 4 more.
Ooh, value. So, okay, so
Like-
that's dealing 6, so there's no way to save anything.
I
Well,
think Silverthorn
wonder-
Promenade is going to be sacked here.
I might as well get 1 more damage in, right?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe he should start stealing Eleanor's, though. Should he?
I mean, actually, yeah. Maybe next turn. Does he have enough mana just to do it?
Why not just do it now? He's got 7 mana, right? Eleanor is 5, so 6 mana is all it takes.
That's
I mean,
true.
I mean, I guess she'll die, but does it really matter? I mean, what's she doing even? I
Right.
guess
Sack
that's
for
fair.
draw. Makes sense. I think maybe sacking the Silverthorn would have been good there, just to get the extra damage point in.
But he's got other ponies, right? So I'm sure maybe he'll use it on that.
Yeah, but there might be a pacify for those ones.
Oh, there's Eleanor.
And here we go. Ray of Righteousness.
Yep. He's
Draw
like,
Ray of Righteousness. Play Ray of Righteousness.
Oh,
there is a Thaumic.
there is a reflector.
We found the reflector.
So is that's one of the only creatures? Because stealing wall is completely pointless.
Yep. Unless there's a random, like, Devourer of Worlds tech in the 1-turn heal deck.
What? Off of what?
I don't know.
There's not even any spirits.
I don't think it's even possible. Like, it's like, what's in your 1-turn heal deck? 1 copy of Devourer of Worlds and 1 copy of Reincarnation Spirit.
Value.
No one expects the 6 damage haste out of 1-turn heal. Funnily enough, though, there was back when Reflector was cheaper, it was actually sometimes possible to win with 1-turn heal by reflecting guards over and over again.
Well,
sometimes
suddenly
happened.
you have 8 Georges on the board. Like, what is this?
Yep.
And then
The original Pony
tactician. Woo!
Need to make that deck at some point. What are you playing? Soldier combo. What? Power discharge.
Cleanse? Is he gonna cleanse it?
I mean, you might as well.
Okay.
That cleanse.
Drew another
He actually
pony.
doesn't have a way of dealing with it now. Arrow Barrage, there you go.
Ooh. Satchlar is actually surprisingly close to lethal, but he doesn't have the right combo pieces yet.
Yeah.
Because,
I think you start grabbing Eleanor's out of your opponent's deck.
Because he can go level with Promenade. He can have 3 Promenades, play a pony, and put 3 emblems on it. For 6.
That's a lot of damage.
But he has to clear the
mean,
wall.
It costs a lot of mana, but when you're playing a game like this, you've got the mana.
I would hope. Doesn't that deck also have an Innkeeper just to recycle Eleanor's, or is it like overkill?
Not anymore. I think Exorcism can do it.
Oh, that's right. I actually forget that it has that function.
This deck does have the infinite spells loop with Exorcism, Eleanor. You can do it. You can't do it infinitely, but it's close. You can like recycle Eleanor like 16 times, I think.
Oh, that seems like a lot. I mean, how many words of crisis do you need?
Not that many. Actually, I think with Reflector, it's possible to get multiple exorcisms back a turn, which means I think it's actually possible with Reflector to get infinite Eleanors. Wait.
What's Sasha thinking about? Or did the game freeze? I hope not.
No, he's thinking. Wait, not with Reflector, with Igloo and things like that, because you can bounce the Eleanors to get your exorcisms back a second time. But yeah. I really hope this game does not go long enough where that becomes relevant.
You know, I actually kind of hope Lyris wins so that we don't have to watch this again.
What? Oh no. Yeah. Yeah, because then we'll have to watch another One Turn Hero game. I think that one will be a bit more interesting, though, because there'll be a lot more creatures around. And a lot less random curses and things.
And yeah, against Namir's Blessing creatures, Lyris is going to have a hard time removing it.
You're right, actually. Our Barrage will do it, but that's about it.
Yeah, but only if it has 4 health.
There's also the problem where he might lose to life gain victory from Lifebound on the temples, because he has no way of dealing damage. And
Oh, yeah.
like Lifebound decks often win through 40 life gain because you can't really block Lifebound. That's the thing. If you block a Lifebound creature, it still gains life to some extent.
Yes. So he's got Igloo.
That will be for the infinite Eleanors.
I mean, he could play Eleanor now and Igloo her. I mean, let's see.
I think you get Ray back.
Or just even Ancient Wisdom, just to draw extra cards.
I think you need a guaranteed way of dealing with Curse. Because I know Sashlar removed a Curse from his deck from his own volition, which was interesting, but there's still 2 more in the deck. There's actually an argument for waiting until you have multiple curses in hand and playing them all at once.
Oh, so you
Because
can't
it
just kill them all?
Yeah, it doesn't matter if your opponent has Ray, they're going to lose 3 life per Ray.
Yikes.
Like, even if they have triple Ray, what are they going to do? Take 6 damage and spend 9 mana to do that? They might just die on board. And that's if they have triple Ray, which is quite unlikely. And they're 3 cards down at that point, keep in mind, because you draw a card of every single one.
So I bet Sashlar is really enjoying himself. We play the pony now. Just thin out the deck a bit more. Toss out the Cataclysms and Helms, which are mostly useless.
He needs to toss out Cataclysm, Helm, and Assassin. Because he's not even using, or maybe even the Runa Blade. Is he ever going to go up that shrine?
Well, he wants to kill walls with it, right?
That's true.
But he still has to activate it, though. Like, he doesn't want the pony to be activated before he can kill the wall, right?
Promenade for mana?
Is he gonna cleanse the wall? Oh, okay.
I guess. Don't you need 3 levels at some point this game?
Oh, second
you wanna
pony!
be able to...
Oh, but he can't. Oh, he can't. He can't go face with it. He doesn't have the mana.
He's got Pacify. Yeah. If...
Hey, play the other pony, man. Play it on the Assassin's Guild, right? Because he's gonna want to activate that eventually.
I'm guessing he just doesn't want to go for 3rd level ever this game. Because the fact that he went mana with that Promenade kind of says that he doesn't want to go 3rd level ever. I still think you want to, though, because you want to get these Eleanors out of the deck.
Sure. Means he gets less of them. Even if he can recycle them, I guess.
He can recycle them, but the thing is, even if he recycles them, he'll have less chance at drawing them. Because that's what makes this deck good. Like, One Turn Heal is only viable because of Eleanor. being able to recycle these Word of Graces. Because it used to be Reflector, but Reflector costs a lot now, so you can't really rely on it. But Eleanor kind of negates that. And it lets you get those double casts out, which is the important bit.
Okay, let's see. So you can activate the Assassin's Guild, or play the pony, put Assassin's Guild under it, activate the Assassin's Guild, kill something. He could actually... Oh no, he still can't kill him because he has to play Silver Promenade as well to get that third Might Emblem. Oh no, he could just... No, because he can only play one shrine. He should have activated the Promenade, right? But I guess he's maybe worried about Pacify, which, like, ruins him, basically.
Well, he doesn't have it, but there's no way he'd know that. But he doesn't have it currently. He's only got 3 cards in hand. That's the funny thing. Now, he did put a spell on top. What did he put on top? It wasn't Pacify.
Ray.
It was Ray.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah, he's gonna get value out of that Eleanor.
Sadly, no cleanse there. I drew another Eleanor.
Yeah, I think unless Sashlar can pull together some like Swift combo, I think this is over. He should get Pacify back and then draw it. Yeah, and now he's protected. I think this is done.
Oh, there's a helm. Oh, spooky.
He needs curse. If he doesn't draw curses, the thing is, getting rid of that curse early game was, I think, a really bad decision. Because reducing the number of curses in your deck is a serious problem in a matchup that goes this long.
Against a deck that is like, 60% spells.
Yeah, it's the best card in the deck against One Turn Heal by a country mile. It's not even close. Yeah, he's gone 3rd level now, but the fact that he's gone 3rd level now means that he lost a card earlier for no reason. Because he went mana with a Promenade instead of going level. I think you're going to have to Hero Power and get an Eleanor out of the deck. You need to get rid of these things. There are 4 in the deck. Force him to use an Exorcism.
Yeah, he's gonna put a helm under it. Also, hasn't drawn any VATs. That's pretty unlucky.
That's true. I think when the when the Curse of Risha Dominion deck draws well,
Yeah,
it's an easy victory
kill.
for them. But when they don't draw well, it becomes quite difficult to play, and I think he's made a few slip-ups that are really starting to come back to hurt him. Like, not getting those Eleanors out of the deck was a big deal. 3-turn cooldown Hero Power, probably could have got 3 of them by now. Going for that, and you can even sack them for cards.
Oh, he sacked the wall, right? Oh, it's like that's what like the wall just disappeared. Like what? Oh, okay, he sacked it for a card. Makes sense.
Yeah, so Eleanor's gonna get back an Exorcism now. At least it should.
No, he took Ancient Wisdom.
Huh. Oh, there's the Exorcism anyway. Yeah, this is over. I think it's gonna take a while, but I think this is done. He's gonna leave Pacify up. He doesn't need to do anything.
Oh, there's that curse.
Wait. Second curse will win the game here. Because 3 Silverthorn Promenades is 3 damage.
Well, he has to pacify. Oh, I guess it would cost him some life. Is the point? But
And then he
still
could
swing with her, right? Because I mean, he has to basically pacify her.
Yeah, he has to pacify the Eleanor. I think he's worried about the Eleanor going back into Lyris's deck, but there's Exorcism in the deck anyway. So it shouldn't... Basically, there's no reason, because otherwise now he's still got the Pacify, and there's Exorcism in the deck to recycle your own Eleanors, which means there's no reason not to attack there and to Pacify. And there's the Ray again. I think without the second curse in that one turn, should have held it in hand. I think just playing one curse, it's only going to do 1 damage. And now there's only one curse left in the deck. Something weird though. Haven't seen a Word of Grace.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. Even though he's drawn through like 40 cards.
Is he playing less than 4 Word of Graces? It's possible. No, he's playing 4. Just really unlucky, I guess. Actually, you know what? Lyricy's probably thinking, where are my Word of Graces?
Oh, there's a reflector. The value train is coming. Harrow Barrage.
I mean, you might as well.
Except it destroys my client.
Oh yeah. I wasn't watching on Sashlar's side, so I'm fine. The most fearsome arrow barrage in history.
Why is it that every single distribute card is being played against me?
Well, okay, it's kind of hard for it not to be since you're spectating both sides.
Well, yeah, but oh my God, but it's always the same one. Oh, it just crashed again. It's always the same side that's getting crashed.
Oh, that's true, because you've got one for the cheat hand and one for the proper spectate.
The cheat hand
Whereas
was kind of laughing along. Okay, what did I miss? Not a lot.
Not a lot.
Oh, one of the cards in Sashlar's head is shown with the the card back, so I can't see what it is.
Oh, really?
Like one card is hidden and one is not.
Oh, that's funny.
And the card back is not even the card back that he has. It's the card. It's Lyrisa's card back. So is he holding all Lyrisa's cards? What is this madness?
Where on earth are these Word of Graces? There it is. All right. Reflector. Reflect the Word of... Sashlar should concede.
Yeah, there's no way
This
to do
is
13
over.
damage.
Unless...
What is that last card though? It's bugging me.
Wait. Oh no. No, there's a mistake. There's a mistake been done here. He hasn't got an exorcism back. Which means if he kills this Eleanor, there is no... I don't think there's an exorcism left in the deck. Are there only 2? No, he's playing 4. Okay, so he hasn't messed up that badly. Because there was a rather funny situation there where if you only had 2 exorcisms in the deck, this would be the last Eleanor you can ever play. Because he hasn't been getting them back. But nah, this... Sashlar should concede. There is basically no way out of this unless Larry's just DCs.
Hey, you never know.
You never know, but yeah, I don't see it. I think the chance of winning this game is less than 1% right now if Larry's plays normally.
Sashlar has also thinned his deck like crazy.
His deck's actually bugged for me right now where I can't see any of the cards. Like the number's gone and I can see like the top of his deck.
Oh, is he gonna use the stallion, start picking off some stuff? I forgot he can do that actually.
There's actually a rather hilarious combo with this where you start using stallions and you just get... Wait, if he gets all the exorcisms out of the deck... What did he get?
He took a
He
word
didn't
of
get an
grace,
exorcism.
a pacify, and a ray.
Come on, get the exorcism. Well, I guess he's not that experienced in this matchup. There is only one.
That was a loud.
There's only
motorcycle.
one shrine left in the deck, and it's in his hand.
Oh, the valley.
It's the Order Shrine.
Oh, you mean Lyris? Yeah.
Yeah. There's the Ray.
I totally forgot Pony can actually target enemies. So like he could have, instead of attacking, should have been stealing his Word of Graces, right? Play Pony. Steal
Well,
the
he's
Word of
been.
Grace.
Eleanor can get them back. However, if
No,
you get
if
multiple,
you keep the Pony under it, he has to like ray them too to actually.
that's true.
It's pretty, and then you just steal the Eleanors. Like he could really, really interfere with him there.
You get Eleanor, Exorcism, and
Word of Grace, right?
and Word of Grace. Yeah, and then you use Hero Power to get rid of more Eleanors. You just remove all ways of winning the game from their deck. Yeah, there's a few ways of doing this.
Well, Lyris
There's
has
a
10
word of grace.
cards left. I hope he doesn't deck himself out.
Hilariously, it's actually possible. He shouldn't, because he's got exorcisms.
Is he gonna pacify this thing? I wonder.
There's... No, because I think he needs it for the scarab.
I guess that makes sense.
This is one weird game.
Indeed.
We've actually reached a point where it's like... I think Sashlar is going to time out before this game ends. Sashlar has 19 mana. He's basically got infinite mana.
You know one other way he could win? By just play 4 Vats and just sack stuff for life.
That's true. I'll be amazed if he wins faster than a Word of Grace deck.
Well, I mean,
that,
at this point, it's way too late. Like, he hasn't even started. But if he had been doing that from the start, it would have been interesting. Because he can still put on some pressure while doing that.
Please, start Exorcism.
Deck yourself out, Lyris. It'll be really
You're gonna
fun.
die. Please start exorcisming. Come on.
No, use exorcism for other things. Destroy his assassin with it.
He's gonna deck himself. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you put the walls. Oh, jeez. There's something just funny about that. Whenever anyone talks about why one turn heal is not a good deck for spectating, this is a prime example. This game has been very dynamic, but it lasts for an age. I think this will be this will probably be the last best of 3 going if this goes to game 3, which I don't think it will.
Another arrow barrage. You know what that means.
Why are you spectating Slash Lars? Spectate Lyris' hand.
Well, so we can see it.
True. Oh, right, if you just got it on cheat hand, okay.
See, if the cheat hand crashes, it's like whatever, right? I guess I gotta swap them, right?
You could swap them. Am I gonna be like scouting for whatever deck is most likely playing the distribute card?
Oh, there's gonna be it's an 11/11 power loss. Oh boy, look at that. Look at that creature.
Funny thing is, they keep getting pacified, so they keep coming back.
Yeah, eventually...
This game has gone long enough where that is becoming a problem.
You know, if you put like 4 of those things on the board, Lyris would have a problem.
Oy. Sashlar may actually time out before this game ends.
Well, he's got a minute and a half. That's not a lot of time.
Okay, there's a Word of Grace into Word of Grace, and I think this is the game. Yes, the game is over. Okay. Lyris has beaten Sashlar.
Yay.
Telling you, man, that curse... That curse early game.
Oh, there's some
curse
Geronimo and
misplays.
Ginger Raven are still happening.
They're still going. Oh, they are as well. Ugh.
Let's see. It looks like some kind of a mirror. Oh no, Geronimo's got blue in here. He's got a Jin and a Trigon. That's interesting. What's the Trigon for?
This is a Power Lust Incarnate mirror match in Advanced Despina.
So he went blue-white with the Trigon. Does he have white cards in there?
Geronimo. What have we got, Geronimo? What have we got?
Ancient.
Oh, he called it DT Control, Dominion Trigon.
But does the Trigon serve any purpose besides just memes and stuff?
What? He's playing Prosperous Ruling!
What? Doesn't that require double order?
Yep.
Wow.
Huh. He's playing double order, but only 3 Trigons.
That's interesting. I mean, he'll eventually find them.
I mean, true. It's not exactly an early game card, is it?
But Geronimo's getting the beat down right now.
So, he's playing Gin of Wishes and Prosperous Ruling. Those are the only two cards. He's playing an exact card splash, one of each.
There's one copy of Jin?
Yeah, well, not one copy of Jin, but he's playing 4 Jins, 3 Rulings. Ruling is an interesting one. Okay, I've played some Ruling decks recently, but they've always had Pony Brigade in them.
Oh yeah, you just like you summon like 6 2/2s. Oh, that's
yeah,
nice.
And when you have tons of mana, you get to like draw some cards or gain some life as well.
Yeah. Oh, what is he gonna steal? Is he gonna steal a Power Lust? Probably.
Probably.
Oh, a Jin.
Oh no, he's not playing Power Lust.
Huh. But stealing a Jin is pretty good.
Stealing a Jin is very good.
And Geronimo's in serious trouble.
He's getting the snot beaten out of him right now.
He needs to find a Cataclysm soon.
Yeah, he really does. Now, he does have the Jin.
Another Prosperous Ruling. That's not very good. Oh, top deck's Cataclysm off of the Shrine. Oh, wow.
Finally got it. I think it would have been kind of impressive if he hadn't drawn a Cataclysm by this point.
20 cards in. Yeah, that's quite a lot. I think he's going to be searching for that Trigon now so he can play Ruling and just start trolling his way through this
it's
game.
even more than 20 cards in, because the Jin puts the others on the bottom.
Yeah. Each time he Jins, that's another 5. So more like 30.
Yeah, almost 30. Temptress of Deceit.
That's an unusual pick.
It is.
I mean, the funny thing is, if she's just there uncontested, she can just really ruin your day.
I mean, Temptress basically has a keyword called dies, which is your opponent discards a removal spell when you play it. Like, it just dies. There's no way that anyone lets a Temptress hit them.
Ooh,
it's
and
one of the worst.
That'll help.
Yeah, double cloning bat's really good here, though.
Well, I mean, you can just use it to manufacture extra life or mind emblems or whatever.
Yeah, it's probably going to be going into dwarves. Ancient Ruins? Huh. Actually, you were mentioning this earlier. Ancient Ruins instead of the Sacrifice Shrine.
Yeah.
And we've got a Ghetto Helm.
It doesn't put weakness emblems, at least.
That's true. It does not put weakness emblems on it. Is he playing Helm as well? Oh, he is. He's just playing 7 Helms, basically. Okay, I kind of get that. He's basically playing 7 Helms.
So he's got a Helm and a Devourer. Not very. I mean, he could swift out the Devourer, but not sure how useful that is. Oh, is that lethal? Yep.
Yep. Nice spot. Well spotted, because it's a slave.
Wait, he doesn't have to attack that. It's a slave.
It doesn't matter. But Devourer of Worlds coming through. That like 9 mana Flame Serpent.
Gets the job.
That's basically what it was.
All right, round 3. We've got Wildblade, Lyris, Dobricious, and Send Jesus in the last round. In the last man standing.
Should we watch Dobry and Send Jesus?
On whichever one of the two. No,
I know it's Sensacious, but I misread it as Send Jesus earlier.
And I basically just it's now stuck in my head. That's his name from now on. It sounds like some kind of a Confucius-like character. Send Jesus.
Send Jesus. Praise the Send Jesus. I really hope he wins now so we get an interview with him. It's gonna become a meme if that happens. Anyway.
Let's see, any drops? Yeah. Shislin and I Do Know Man both dropped with 0, which is a bummer because they could have won some prizes.
Yeah. Funny thing is, if I don't have anything else to do that evening, because sometimes when I'm playing I do drop, but that's usually because I've said no to other things to play Masters, which means if I like lose 2 games, I'd rather just drop and go do that instead. But you get crystals.
Yeah, a lot too. 2,500 crystals. That's
Yeah,
a lot.
most of my crystals come from 3-point finishes.
I bet.
6,000 apiece. I'm on 13K right now, but that's because I started like buying a bunch of foil new cards. I haven't foiled my collection out because that takes ages.
Oh god, all the heroics too. Jeez.
Oh, it's insane. I'm slowly getting there, but nah, it'll take me a long time. I think Cruel's got it.
I wouldn't even bother. Like that's not really worth it.
I mean, at that point, it's like if you're, it's less being a completionist and more. So now what?
I mean, okay, if you've got like 50,000 crystals, like sure, why not? I guess.
Then again, with but when card releases weren't regular, like currency was just stockpiling. Whereas now, like I am less rich now than I was last year.
I'm actually losing gold. I have less than 2 million when I used to have 5 million.
Yeah, I'm down at 3. I mostly get crystals from Masters.
So one day I will not be able to get the latest cards, and I'll have to start opening one of the hundreds of packs.
Oh, Love Giant's doing Lyris and Wildblade. Have fun with Wonder and Heal.
Perfect. That means we do Britches and Send Jesus. That's a matchup I want to see. So Britches still hanging in there. All right. You know, if he wins, it's gonna be quite something.
Come on, Dobry. Let's Dobry and Senshi. Come on. Do your bans already. I want to jump into a game. It's a long ban phase.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's important decisions, I guess.
That's true. They do have a maximum time they can spend, though.
I think it's 2 minutes.
Yeah. There was a bug a really long time ago where you could like wait 2 minutes and see what your opponent banned before. Like, so it resulted in people just waiting.
Wow.
Yeah. All right, let's see what we got. Ooh, some new stuff.
Oh, this is the deck I tested with the Britches. It's actually really cool.
Is that 3-color?
Yes. It's red, black, blue. Let's just call it the Beatstick Fiesta.
The Beatstick is it like Dread Knights?
Oh, yeah.
Hey! I love Dread Knight. I've played Dread Knight before it even got buffed.
I played against it with my version of Mono C, which actually has more removal than, let's say, what Ganderheart had, and I was only barely winning. So Ganderheart's version would have been crushed by, like, all the 6/6s, 8/8s, and all this other nonsense that Dobritches has. He's got Crip.
I think this is gonna be too...
But Rage Rush, that might be rough.
I think this is gonna be, I think Send Jesus, because we're going with that, is gonna win the first game, and then I think it's gonna be 2 matches against Mono C.
Yeah.
Because I don't see Dobry winning this. I think he's taken too much early damage.
Yeah,
and
it's really bad.
Yeah.
He can play the Elder, I guess, which helps, but that's still... He can just make it not be able to block, and that's another 6. And that's
he's taking 6, and then
8.
he's...
He could just play another Rocky Berserker, make it
he
not
got
be able
another
to block, and then there's get him down to 4.
Oh, he's done for. This is, yeah. Rage Rush. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Rage Rush is the best Conquest deck. Because it's very hard, just from sheer chance, to lose 2 games in a row with mono red in a format where random control decks show up.
Yeah.
It's like, even if mono red is terrible in the current metagame, it is incredibly rare where you will play it twice and lose both games. And you only need to win 1 to get your point.
Okay, the bridge is putting up some resistance. And Sensatus
yeah.
does not have the burn in hand to kill him right now. But Dobrich doesn't. I don't think has any healing, so.
He's got Charles and he's got the 2/1/1s.
So is Sensei just never going up 2 levels? Because he's got Gigantodon in there. Oh!
Is he
tapped
playing
that Fireball.
Gigantodon?
Yeah, he tapped that Fireball, so rip.
Oh, has he got lethal?
Well, I mean, Gigantodon on curve is pretty nice. Like,
I love Gigantodon.
If they don't have Harpy, it's not that easy to kill. And if it hits the face, ooh.
One of my favorite decks I've ever played was Giganto Swift.
Well, you can
Giganto Swift.
You can Swift out Bedeviled Fiends too. Those are a bit more efficient.
You can, but it was like Giganto Swift was amazing. It was a basic Never deck that was basically mono red with like Gigantodon, and I think the only other green card it played was like, I think it was at the time Landslide, and then after that Ambush Strike. So you play and it's like, oh, it's elves, and then first turn would be like Goblin.
No, Sensei just has Dread Knight too. That's very interesting. No Horizons for Dobrich, but he doesn't need it as much though, because he's only going 3 levels. It's just
this
nice
deck
to
is
get.
so weird that like, so we just had game 1, and then I just spectated Dobri's hand again, and thought I'd clicked the wrong person. It looks like a completely different deck. It's like, oh, it's a Dragon Assault Nightmare Crab deck. Okay. With random other stuff in it as well. This is really cool.
He gets to play the Eternal Servants though, which is pretty nice.
Yep, Servants.
And then
pretty
he's
good.
Got Nightmare Crab next, and then Bedevil. I was actually telling him to just cut the Bedevil because it's like just a worse Nightmare Crab, basically.
I think it is, yeah. Word of Pain is less of an option now because he's playing 2 colors. This is Reanimator, isn't it? I think there is a good Reanimator deck out there. I think a few people were playing it and not doing great with it, but it was like every game was hard, and you can kind of tell that if they were a bit more experienced with the deck, it would probably work better.
Well,
because
it's
it's
not
not intuitive.
Underground Maze, it's much easier now because that alone can just discard your Bezarok or Dread Knight or whatever creature.
Yeah.
Consume.
Underground Maze is good. I think when these shrines came out, these resource shrines, a lot of people were quick to dismiss them. I think Underground Maze is very good in this specific deck, and I think the Dominion one...
Ooh, cleansing Bezarok back. Very clever, though, Riches.
Ooh.
Very good play.
And he's got 3 cleanses, so there's basically no downside to that. But yeah, a lot of people were very quick to dismiss the resource shrines, but I think they're a lot better than people give them credit for.
Well, the Maze one is very helpful for Reanimate. I mean, we knew that from the start. We even said that.
Yeah.
It's the other ones that are like, meh, whatever.
The Dominion one, I think, is better than people give it credit for. The other one, though, Godless, is awful. The Drain one is really bad.
Man, look at that triple 1/1 brigade. They're gonna be putting on the beat down here.
Yep, they're a phoenix by another name.
So he can actually play Elder now, which is pretty nice for him.
It's got all 3 colors.
Yeah. Now the beats. He's got Charles too. So now the beat sticks are coming in. And it's gonna be Elder, it's gonna be Dread Knight, it's gonna be Crip, and then the Illusion could be 8/8. And Sanctum is looking a little useless here.
Yeah, Sanctum's not his best right now.
But Zierra, on the other hand,
that cleanse really messed things up.
Yeah.
That cleanse has caused some problems.
Yeah, I think he plays Charles now. Charles can really secure his board.
Yeah, Charles is really good here. Bedeviled is also an option, just to get as much damage in play as possible. No, I think Charles is better, because you want that board insurance.
He can also Swift out Bedeviled once he gets a Spirit.
Oh, that's very true. Yeah.
Man, so now Sensei just is getting a nice... Yeah, that not getting that Bezarok has slowed him down to a grinding halt.
Well, this is the thing about Reanimator is it's inconsistent. And normally you get that setup and there's no way around it. But if your opponent has like an Innkeeper or a Cleanse or an
Yeah,
Exorcism,
you're just
you
screwed.
really... Like, there's only so many ways of setting up. And Underground Maze, unlike the other ones, like unlike Airship, is not reusable.
Yeah. It's got the wall, but the Bridges has double cleanse and primal battle, so that wall isn't gonna last.
That wall is not staying.
I think he's just dead, right? Bedevil comes out and adds 4 damage to the board for just 2 mana. Oh no, that literally does nothing, right? Wait,
it's actually worse than nothing.
Doesn't that actually enable the Bedevil?
Yep. That's actually helped his opponent.
Womp,
I mean, to be honest,
womp.
like...
I mean, he was probably dead anyways, but this is just... Now he's gonna die next turn.
Yeah, I think he was dead anyways. Because there's like... We're gonna get a Arcane Summoning, of course. Primal Battle...
Yeah,
and then
Swift out the
Swifted Bedeviled.
and then...
Kill him.
2 mana,
Kill him
5
with a
damage
Bedeviled.
Man.
There's a 2 mana Flame Serpent. We had a 9 mana Flame Serpent earlier.
Everything is a Flame Serpent if you think about it. Phoenix
Yep.
is like a Flame Serpent.
It doesn't matter if it dies at end of turn if your opponent is already dead.
Yes.
That's the Flame Serpent logic.
Alright, so it's 1-1. Very fast.
I think the funniest thing I've done with Flame Serpent was play Flame Serpent, attack, and then they don't want to like lose their creature, so they don't block it, and then you play the Skill Shrine and pick it back up.
And then, oh no, it's frozen. Wait, it's already frozen, basically. It's a Flame Serpent, but it starts out frozen. So this is like a Rage Rush, but he's got Raiding Party, which is a very nice beat stick. It's like a Gigantodon, except, you know, with a shield.
Raiding Party is very good. It's very hard to deal with, and I think Rage Rush is where you want to be right now. Now, this is less like all-in Rage Rush, I think.
No, he's got Power Discharge, which is not a very aggressive card. But Sensagus is already looking to be in a deep sea of pain here.
Sensagus actually has a hand
Misty-O.
that does nothing.
Yeah, I think oh god, this is bad for Dobricious. I mean, bad in the sense that he has to, like, almost do nothing, but, I mean, he's doing 6 damage right now, which is pretty good.
I think he's
has to
gonna
go
win.
mana.
He's gonna win before Sen Jesus plays a card.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if he takes
'Cause-
another 6, it's just over.
Well, he doesn't have any playable cards in hand. He's got 2 reanimates, and everything else costs more than 3. He actually can't play a card. He's gonna take 6 next turn, and I think he's just dead at that point, right?
Yeah, actually, Dobricious can just end of turn symbol him for another 2.
I'm telling you, man, this is like Rage Rush means that when you're playing against these kinds of like dorky decks,
You just crush them.
yeah, because on ladder, people build decks differently because they're designed to deal with like random rush decks as well as other things because people do play them. But in Conquest, a lot of people try greedier strategies, and then, well, you come out with these Rage Rush decks because a lot of decks they have anti-aggro options, but they don't often have both anti-aggro and life gain, whereas ladder decks tend to be built so that they have access to both.
That's suffocated, but it does not kill the party.
He's dead.
Ooh.
Couldn't do anything. So he's just going to attack here, and that's the game. That's a turn 5 victory.
Yeah. Like you said, this reanimated deck, you know, if it works, it's great, but if it doesn't work, you just die.
Yeah, exactly. You need to be set up. You have to set up your plays, and if you don't get those setups, then you can't really do anything.
Also, I think he may have gone too heavy on the creatures. I mean, you just need to bring out like a Bezarok, but you should have more defensive cards in case you don't get the setup, so you're not just screwed.
Yeah, exactly. Because you only have 4 reanimates in the deck.
All right.
Like, you might not draw it.
So, Love Giant is watching the other top game.
Yeah.
Ugh. Okay, Holyo and Lucy. I want to see what Holyo is doing.
Alright, you set that up. I'll quickly check in on the other one. So just a quick update, between Lyris and Wildblade, Lyris is up game 1 and is currently playing the Advanced Despina Test of Time Mistress of Shadows Word of Power
What?
game? What?
You just said a bunch of nonsense. I don't know what any of that means.
He's got a Word of Power Test of Time Mistress of Shadows deck.
Makes sense to me.
Alright, that's interesting. We'll see how that goes.
Alright, so that Ziera is going to be
So,
trying to do some
Holyo
work.
and Lucy, right?
Yeah. So that Word of Pain is going to, like, wreck the board. Oh, he can play the Death Curse Shaman and just nuke something. Because it's going to die.
It's just a Fumes that makes a spirit.
That's 2 mana Fumes, but still.
Yeah. So it's basically a Noxious Fumes and an Enchained Soul stapled together.
He should probably hit... Well, he's going to want to kill the Vulture, probably. The smaller Vulture. Or maybe the bigger one, even. The one that has the helm on it. Oh, he drew another Word of Pain. Oh, wow.
Well, the helmed Vulture is slowly nuking itself.
But it can keep growing, though.
That's true.
He's got another Word of Pain. Why not just kill the Vulture, weaken the bigger Vulture, and then just play your Death Curse and finish off the Vulture and get 1,000,000 spirits?
I think he's worried about the Incarnate killing him, but I don't think it's possible.
But he's going to have 1,000,000 spirits on the board. How is the Incarnate going to get through that? I mean, Holyo doesn't have
speed.
AoE. Oh, right.
But he's got 9 life, and he can sack for life as well. So I think he's fine. And if he's got the Death Curse, so he can kill the Vulture, and that'll leave him with 3 spirits.
4, because the Death Curse himself is gonna die.
Yeah, 4. 4 spirits. So he's got blockers for everything, and worst case scenario, he sacks them for life. I think Lucy's in a good position.
That's Sierra, man.
I like how it went straight to the graveyard. It didn't like go into, on my screen at least, it didn't go into play,
no, it never,
die.
It was never on the board. Just
He basically just dropped it into his graveyard.
The bin. Into the bin with you.
I've just got this image of him like playing like, if you're playing a physical card game, he just goes, Death Cursed into yard? Doesn't even enter play.
Well, it enters with 0 health, which means it's instantly destroyed.
Yeah. It's on the field for 1 frame. That's a real question. What frame rate does Spellweaver play at?
I would assume it's 30.
Probably. It's not really something that comes up that frequently, is it?
No. So Lucy is yet to hero power. What is he gonna pick? He's got to instill life in there. What? How does that ever get played?
Oh yeah, this is the deck we didn't get to see earlier. This is the 3-color deck. Wait. He's got Godless Shrines in his deck, I know that.
Oh, so he's just gonna swap one of his levels to...
Yeah, he's got Godless Dungeon.
But he's already at 4 levels.
Godless Shrine is a Magic the Gathering land.
Actually, that sounds kind of familiar. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. I mean, Magic has so many names of cards. I'm sure there's like some repeats somewhere.
There's a lot. Yeah, Magic has so many cards at this point that you're gonna get.
Man, those assassins in Holyo's hand look really sad.
Yeah, Godless Shrine is the shock land for white-black. That's a lot of spirits.
Oh, yeah.
Funny thing, maybe he should be summoning his own spirits instead of orcs.
I think he is going to. Oh yeah, the orcs are completely useless in this case.
Because the thing is, they're still slaves, but they're not gonna die and make more souls.
Yeah. So Lucy, yeah, just an easy block, I guess.
Easiest chump block of his life. So the way Hall gets back into this is by Runa Bladesing the Ziara, or drawing Cataclysm.
Yes. Oh, there's the Godless, Godlit, whatever. But he's not gonna want to use it for level now, I don't think. Like,
wait, no, it's not Godless, isn't it? Godlit Dungeon.
Oh, Godlit, whatever. What does that even mean? Lit by gods?
Yes. We'll go with that.
Oh, hero power time. Oh.
Interesting. Wait, isn't this a mill deck? It is, yeah. Flash of Delirium. So he's gonna instill life to vultures soon, right?
Well, if you have a draws and instilled, yeah, I suppose.
That's the plan.
But then, why did he go so many levels? Oh, I guess for Zera. But why did he go triple black? He wants to be double black, one white, one blue, right?
I don't think he wanted to.
Maybe he had no choice?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, because we joined this game later. I'm thinking there was a turn where he really needed to play Ziara, and then couldn't get the shrine he wanted. I guess that's the drawback of playing so many colors.
So what's Holliel going to be stealing? Try to steal a vulture? Are there even any left to steal?
He can't steal a vulture, though. It dies immediately.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
That's genius. That is absolute genius. I love that as a way of dealing with like Advanced Espina. Wait.
He still milled him by 4 at least.
So Assassin can still kill Ziara because it's not in play yet, so it doesn't get nerfed.
Does it?
Yeah, because it works before. It's not in play yet because if you kill a Death Curse Shaman with Runa Blades, the thing you played with Runa Blades is not a target because it's not in play yet.
Interesting. Interesting.
Lucy actually has to be a bit careful right now because if Lucy plays another Flash of Delirium or two, he may actually mill himself out before Hole.
Yeah, he needs to get that light instill so he can like start unmilling himself. He's got to
Well, he can't unmill himself.
He's got to reanimate himself.
He's got Ziara in play, so he literally can't use Vulture.
Oh, right. Vultures are just gonna die.
Vulture is basically just a one-sided flash right now.
Without a draw.
Yeah, I guess you can instill them. That's Holiol's plan currently. Get all the vultures out of Lucy's deck and mill Lucy to death.
He could use the flash here against the mutant, get a bunch of spirits. Or he could do that.
There's the shock. I actually really like the advanced Darius selection here, because Lucy's basically saying, I can't deal with that incarnate. But as long as Hold doesn't make the commitment to 4 levels, then he can chump block it when it can attack, and he can shock it every 3rd turn. Or 4th turn.
Cataclysm.
That isn't
it's not unreasonable.
that great right now, to be honest.
I think he's going to go for the assassin, like you said.
Yeah, there you go.
Bye-bye. But the reanimate's going to hit it, though. But he's retaking the board.
He's retaking the board, and the Incarnate can attack next turn. And there won't be that many ways to actually stop incoming damage. Miners are gonna be his best friend, because he can go 4 levels and just throw a whole bunch of miners onto the Incarnate to deal extra damage.
And hope it doesn't die. No Harpy for Lucy? Womp womp.
The other advantage of miners is he can make the assassins bigger than 1/2s, which means they dodge fumes and also Ziara. Now that sack there was to deal with the Word of Pain Ziara problem.
So you can bring back Ziara and then suffocate, killing everything, basically. Except for the Incarnate, but he just gets a whole new army of spirits.
Nope, he's played all 4 Word of Pains. Okay. Still Symbol of Decay, I guess. Well, here we go again.
Oh, he doesn't have the mana? Oh, he only has 6 mana? Oh, wow. Like, I just assumed he'd be able to play Suffocate. Don't know what DO for it?
He hasn't DO'd this. Wait, does he have any shrines left in his deck? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Wow, he hit 2. That's pretty good.
17. I think there's only 2 shrines left in his deck, and one of them is a valley.
Yikes.
No, valley's in the graveyard. Okay, there's only 1 shrine in the deck, I think. Maybe 2. Maybe 2. Probably 1. I think he's milled a lot of his own shrines.
I guess if for someone who's playing a mill deck, he sure seems to be milling himself more than anything.
Yeah, I guess a lot of mill is symmetrical. Turns out. Huh. Well, okay. I'm kind of surprised that there wasn't a 4-speed incarnate there, and then a cataclysm. Okay, so this basically screams, I'm going to kata.
Yeah.
Which, right now...
Not that bad if you think about it. Ah, he figured it out.
Yeah, there you go. He's going to block the 2-2. Oh, he's actually not blocking the 2-2.
Huh. I mean, maybe he won't kata anymore then, because he just sacked all of his spirits. Like, why kata now? There's only Zera.
I think Lucy just got, like, out-bluffed.
Well, I mean, not really a bluff, because he still could have cataclysmed, so it's not like that wasn't
This
an
is kind of funny, because Hall's probably going, well, okay then.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Just, whoa, I mean, I just don't have to cataclysm, man. I mean, I'm just going to
I get to keep my incarnate now. I think Lucy got a bit too smart for himself there. Yeah. Okay, triple cloning that made this pretty much impossible to value through. There's the suffocate. But
man, being stuck on 6 mana really sucks.
yeah, it does. I guess he doesn't have enough cards for it to be that relevant, but it still kind of hurts.
This is but maybe Holiel will time out. Who knows?
That's actually true. It is possible. It is possible for Hall to time out. I've just realized this is game 1.
Yeah.
I thought this was game 2 at least. I stand corrected. Alright, so you get
we'll just take another vulture just to mill him?
Search for 3.
Oh, Zera.
Oh.
Cute. Don't play your assassin though, dude. Don't play the assassin, dude. That's a bad idea.
Wait.
Yeah, I think he yeah, summoning the miner is a bad idea in this case.
What just happened? Oh, right. He summoned a miner, so they both got one.
Yeah, but he should have just summoned an Enchained Soul instead.
Probably,
also,
yeah.
why doesn't he go level with an incarnate so he can start hitting the face?
This incarnate must be so annoyed right now. I think it would have done 30 plus damage if he'd gone 4 levels ages ago.
Oh, there is the instill. Is he gonna get double vulture? Yeah.
He hasn't had a single way of dealing with an incarnate the whole game.
Yeah.
What do you get here? Double vulture seems like conventional wisdom, but you may also want a wall here.
Wall is actually interesting.
Oh.
Yeah.
The way that played out made it look like the game bugged. There was like the instill life flash of light, and then just nothing happened. It looked a bit like someone activated Triangelica.
Oh wait, he can then play Eleanor and put instill back on top, right? And just play it again, mill for another 8?
Removing the Ziara.
Oh,
yep, that makes all of them slaves.
Now his aren't slaves though, because Ziara only affects your own.
Yep. Does he have lethal? So he's on 21. No, he does not. Wait, maybe. He's on 21 life, effectively. He's got 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. He's 1 off. 2 off, because he's got the shrine. That's an extra life.
But, I mean, how does Lucy... Oh, he's got the hero power. That helps. Why not sack this last one?
Because he doesn't need to. Holiol has 20 damage maximum.
Wow.
This is probably not how Holiol imagined he was going to win this game.
Well, he's got a minute, though.
I mean, even Holiol can attack once in a minute.
Yeah, but Lucy has hero power. Keep that in mind.
Okay, attack twice in a minute.
So use that thing for mana, so you can play Eleanor. Oh no, you want to be able to play Eleanor and like draw or something.
He just
draw
missed
that
a bind,
still.
didn't he?
Ugh.
He doesn't have any shrines left in his deck. I don't think he's counted.
Oh yeah, if you could get a wall on the wall won't help. It'll just get cleansed or whatever.
Okay, all Hull needs to do is, I was about to say, pass the turn quickly. Alright, so, game 1. The 20... Almost 30 minutes in round, game 1 is over. So, Dobry is our first 3-pointer, as we saw earlier.
Yeah.
And so far, the only 3-pointer.
Yeah. Well, one of the others are going to be a 3-pointer. Wild Blade or
Yeah.
Saint Jesus. Holiol double horizons. OP.
I'm going to quickly check in on Wild Blade and Lyracy to see how that's going. Okay, I'm happy we're not watching this. It's a mono Dominion mirror match, which we have seen quite a bit today.
So it's like a scarab staring competition?
Pretty much. Alright, so back to Hall and Lucy.
Wow.
Oh, this is WR.
Wait, he went mana instead of level?
Oh, this is cool. WR. Also, yeah, that's rather interesting.
He could have hero power
WR
next turn. That was really weird.
Life Force. Now, Life Force Incarnate, Life Force Essence has some interesting synergies with this deck, where you can turn it into Phoenixes. You can use it to transform to keep things in play. You can also use it with dragons. So you play a couple Life Forces early game, play a dragon late game, and then they have to kill the dragon like 3 times.
Well, they'll just cleanse it usually. That's the only. That's one thing I realized. Oh wait, cleanse just like ruins this whole thing.
Yeah, cleanse.
Well, come on.
If they don't have cleanse.
Wow, he plays that instead of a Phoenix. Interesting.
Actually, I think I agree with that, because I think well, this gets a bit of extra damage in play. And also, Phoenix is an easier play later because it has flying, so it can't just be attacked.
That's fair.
The other advantage of this is if Lucy plays something that has 3 attack, then he can just kill it for free. I mean, I know Phoenix doesn't fully trade.
I see why Lucy didn't went mana. He did not want to go up nature with a level.
Oh, does he need double Trigon? I thought we checked earlier.
No, but he needs to have order as his non-Trigon. If he goes up just nature, he does not get double order.
Oh, yeah, okay. But, yeah, the downside of playing Trigon decks.
But all of this is just for Radiance? It seems like... I mean, it's kind of cool,
Radiance is a really good card, but is that worth it? Because the question is... Because the thing is, you need it by turn 3, right? Usually?
You want a hero power for sure, so yeah. I mean,
wait, I just thought of something. If he's not willing to go up nature ever, why is he playing any nature shrines?
Actually, I was thinking that too. Like, just run more order, or like all order.
Because like Trigon decks have weird shrine bases, where usually it's like I'm playing a 4-color deck, and their shrine base is like 12 nature, 4 Trigons, and like 2 of something else.
I guess he could go nature if he really has to. I think he should have, because that missing out on hero power like that early. Maybe like, not. I don't know.
Maybe because that early hero power is the reason to play Kainu.
Oh yeah, it's the big one. It's when you get to cheat out something.
That first hero power. That's why going second with Kainu is so good, because you get to spark it out. You get that turn 2 like crazy play.
He could play a 0 mana Trigon now to attach it to the priest.
I think this deck, this Emissary deck, has a better shot at this matchup than the conventional one.
Well, you get a
Because
lot
of
more
Namir's.
card draw, which is nice. And Namir's Blessing is obviously very helpful too.
Huh.
Is he gonna just play Radiance here?
Probably. There's a...
Final battle.
Oh. That may be the least
Radiance.
value.
And then Radiance, yeah, okay. He wants
Yeah.
to clear it. Hey, it's not that bad.
I think we're gonna see a double Life Force Essence here, I think.
Yeah, just get a bunch of guys. No, it won't come back with a shield. Because
It
the shield
won't,
comes
but I
in-
think we're gonna get 3 Phoenixes in play.
Well, he could just play Phoenix and Life Force. Like, he doesn't have to play Life Force.
That's true.
But
Yeah, you can just play Phoenix Life Force.
But then
And then we're gonna
gets
get 3
blown away.
Phoenixes.
Or maybe he'll just kill the 4/5. No, can he do it? Yeah, he can do it with Fire Blast and Word of Fire. Maybe that's better.
Yeah, maybe.
Before it puts a Namir's Blessing on it.
That's true, actually. Namir's Blessing could cause some issues. He sent the Fire Blast back.
Oh, he drew a Fireball though. But he also had the Hero Power. But I don't think you want to use it because you don't want to discard a Phoenix. That's kind of sad.
I think
I
now
mean-
that he sent the Fire Blast back, I don't think we're seeing a Fire Blast here. Yeah. Essence and then probably Phoenix for mana efficiency.
Or I don't know because you do lose 1 charge on the Phoenix. So maybe double Essence is correct.
That's true, because I think this way you're guaranteed to get a full Phoenix later, whereas if you play Phoenix there, you're not going to get a full Phoenix basically ever again. Now, he needs to make sure he stacks these triggers correctly, because if he says yes on this one, it'll come back as a raiding party.
Yeah, it does. It does actually highlight it. Like there is the. Oh wow, that looks weird. Wow.
It is the God Phoenix. Oh, because there was another Phoenix trigger. Okay.
Oh,
I was like, why is there
why are there suddenly more creatures than before?
So, alright, so to explain this for people that missed this, the one with 0 energy is the Phoenix that died.
It's the actual Phoenix, the real
Yeah,
one.
that's the actual Phoenix. The other 2 were activated when the Phoenix died. The 2 essences transformed into Phoenixes. They have 3 energy, however, when it dies, it'll come back as an essence.
Yeah. But with no
Which
energy.
will
But if you can
yeah.
recover the energy on it, hey, value.
Yep,
I
if
don't
you can
think you
recover
can.
the energy. I don't think there's any way in this deck, but some decks were playing Flux, Symbol of Flux.
Yeah, that can work. Also,
So that
if
you
you
can
transform
rebirth.
something else into a Phoenix, it'll come back as itself when that Phoenix dies. Which is kind of nice. Oh, there's Radiance number 2. All these Phoenixes are gonna die.
Cruel's just shown up in chat with forgot about Masters.
Wow.
I've done that before, so I can't really judge.
Thankfully, I've never forgotten about it. That would have been kind of awkward.
Yeah, I probably should have tried to ping him. I figured he was just away for the day. Oh well.
Okay, now you should definitely kill the 4/5. I think it's getting a little bit too.
I had you as one of my 3.
Wait, doesn't he just have lethal? If he just kills it, that's 9, right?
Yeah.
Come on, Holyo. This is not very complicated.
Yeah, you symbol this. Oh, word and then attack. And then he's extremely dead here, I think.
Does not look good.
I don't think, even if he had like pacifier or something random. WR, it's not really control anymore. It's more of a mid-range deck. But
If you
WR,
cut out you could cut out the dragons and put in the essence, I think, for some board survivability.
yeah, that was funnily enough, that type of deck, that essence WR deck, was the first deck I played when the new cards came out because I was curious. I think with the metagame on ladder, it didn't really work, but I do like it as a conquest pick. Because I think there's enough matchups where it works, where you can afford to play it, because you're not going to be running against bad matchups all the time. So I think it's actually a pretty good deck.
Right,
I don't know what the rest of the
Wildblade and Dobricious. We are going to crown a new champion. No, wait, is Wildblade won?
I don't think so. I could be wrong, but I don't think so.
I wonder, Dobric's heart must be pounding. He's like, I can do it. My Polish power will save me. Despite all the shitty testing with the fuzz, when he gave me the worst data possible, I'm getting there. Okay. Well, we're making decent time. 2.5 hours in.
Yeah.
We've had some really fast ones. I think we've ended as quickly as like 3 p.m. for me. So 3 hours in, we were just done with the whole thing.
This has not been a quick one.
Not this one. This one definitely not the case.
Some previous have been fast, but this has been a long tournament.
Well, we all know what game. I don't care what Love Giant is gonna watch. We're going for the top.
Yep. I don't know.
Yeah, it's all good.
We need some like stereotypical hype music. Let's get some Rocky 4 music up. Come on.
Rocky 4 specifically? Aren't they all the same? Or did they actually use different? I don't even remember. It's been so long.
I mean, Rocky 4 is basically just Rocky 4 the Cold War.
Fight in Russia.
Yeah.
Rocky in Russia is what it is.
Oh, jeez. Alright, we're getting started any seconds. They're in bands currently.
Oh, yeah, they're going. So, it's got some similarities. So, Dobrich is banning the Mono D, while Wildblade is banning the Rage Rush Burk. The Rage Burk.
I agree with Wildblade's ban choice here. For the reason I said earlier, which is you're aiming to stop your opponents with points. So basically there's two ways of banning. You either ban the deck that will probably win a game no matter what, or if your opponent's playing what I like to call a trap lineup, which is where you have, say, a control deck and you're playing against 2 aggro decks and something else, then you ban one of the aggro decks because you don't want to get trapped with your control deck against 2 anti-control decks. But in this case, I don't think a trap is around, so I think you just ban the Rage Rush deck because it'll probably win a game.
So in this matchup, I'd say Dobrich already has the upper hand just because he's got a trend on the board first. And the situation is that now both 1 and 2 cost spells are trapped. So there's no
second,
way.
didn't he?
Yeah, there's no way Wildblade can kill the trend, and then Dobrich has Cavalry Field Captain, which means he might have to put the trend in the back.
Incoming top deck Ray of Righteousness.
That would be hilarious, but I just can't imagine that.
Is this a full mirror? Dobry's got a path.
Not quite. Wildblade has the Reincarnation Spirit, which I think the reason for it is that it just gives you some value plays. Like, you get to replay it, and it works with Diogen twice.
Yeah, and funny thing, we've seen this deck a lot today, and I don't think any of them have been exactly the same.
There's a lot of ways you can build this. There's so much variety.
Yeah. Sunblessed Emissary, I've been really impressed with so far.
This is a bit risky. Let's see, is there any way to be punished? Actually, no, there's almost no way to be punished by Wildblade. Because there's no spell Dobrich can play here. That would remove the 2/2.
Well, the Reincarn is gonna die here.
He could play the Sunblessed, then play Path for 0, then put the Sunblessed under the Path.
The trend is shutting off the path.
Oh, wait,
right
never
now.
mind. So no spells can be played.
No spells can currently be played.
And it costs...
I think...
Damn. Just Diogen,
I think you just attack with the trend, force
the
trade.
Yeah, for sure. Attack, get a kill, and then... What do you play? Because you have to make sure you don't lose your trend to something stupid.
I think you play Diogen. and just get the shrine. Because it's less value than you want, but you still draw a card effectively.
And
Yeah.
also, he needs a blocker in case of cavalry field.
Well, what he's trying to avoid is either cavalry field captain and an emblem.
Yeah, and then power primal battle would
Yeah.
would do it. Well, no, that still does it because it would just kill it outright. But I don't think he could have avoided that in any way.
He doesn't have enough mana for that.
Well, no, emblem is 2. Oh, that's 5 mana.
Yeah.
Okay,
We've
so
got some trend math going on right now. It actually gets quite complicated.
The trend interaction is weird because he doesn't want to lift the 1 mana because that enables primal battle for Dobriches.
Yeah.
Like, you can only do it when you can actually use your primal battle, but you can make sure that his own trend is big enough. And now
this is an interesting setup.
He might have to put, if he can't protect his trend, he's gonna have to. I mean, he could play the spirit out of his graveyard as a 3/3, I guess. But I feel like that he's just losing creatures, though, right? Whereas Dobriches is developing a board.
He can't really do that because if he does, then he's just gonna basically repeat the previous turn, but worse.
But with a Diogen on the board.
Yeah, and then his opponent gets to play another creature, so he's just falling further behind every time he does that.
So what is it? Play Cavalry Field, kill Diogen? Oh wow, he actually did that. But he does not.
So he's gone
have
up the
Primal
emblem.
Battle. But this is
unlocks...
dangerous. This is very dangerous. If Dobricha gets Primal Battle, it's over.
Like either Primal Battle or Tidal Wave would really mess with him. CFC. He's got access to Pegasus Regiment now. Okay, this is gonna switch out blocker. What?
What? You moron! No!
Why?
You just threw the game, though, Bridges. You're done. And he drew Primal Battle, and he just top decked Primal Battle.
What on earth? So okay, I'm trying to think here. So he can CFC to. I'm trying to think of logic. So he can CFC to get the free kill, and then he can hero power.
But
hilariously,
you
I think he's still ahead.
He could have killed that trend.
He could have. I'm trying to think of the logic here. Like, oh, he's playing the essence. So he's still ahead though, I think, because he's gonna get better board.
But he's got.
Because the.
He's got. Oh, is it soul protection?
He's taking a lot of damage though.
This is very dangerous what he's doing. I don't like it.
I don't either. I think keeping the trend alive when you already... Because the thing is, he could just attack, and then he's going to have to replace the CFC, and then he could play some other creatures. So I think he was still ahead in the trend war, since that's basically what that was. We'll have to see how this pans out, but I think that was a mistake from Dobry.
So is he going to hero power Sharpshooter? Okay. Does that mean Diogen goes to the back? I can't... It's just losing trend like that, I just kind of shudder.
Angelic Might.
I mean, it kind
Trend's dead. Angelic Might, Sentry, Primal Battle.
Wait,
Trend's
that's
actually
only
gonna die
plus
here.
3.
On the 4/4.
Oh, right. Oh, right, doesn't actually have to attack.
Either that, or he can go Sunblessed Emissary, play Angelic Might, that's 4 mana, put it on something, and then Sentry and just trade. Trade the CFC. Yeah, you can trade off the CFC, and then Primal Battle the Diogen? No, he's not going to. Okay.
You know, if Dobrich still wins this, despite losing the trend, that means that the going second was such an enormous advantage.
Yeah, I think going second is such a big advantage that I think he's still going to win. By the way,
he's got soul
the only
projection,
matchup.
Though. That's a big
soul,
deal.
Yeah. He should have Primal Battled that Diogen. Like, I know Primal Battle's good, but, like, you can get it back with Diogen. Oh god, I'm going to say Diogen a lot in the next couple sentences. Anyway,
whatever.
you can play Primal Battle on your Deogen to kill his Deogen, and then next time you lose your Deogen, you can play another Deogen to get back a Primal Battle.
Okay, surely there's got a way to clear this board. I mean, he might have to use Symbol and Projection, I think.
So how much HP has he got to deal with?
40. Yeah, Symbol and Projection alone is enough. But he might as well attack to get a bunch of damage through.
Yeah, because he can attack, it'll kill the 0/1, and then he's got 13 life. It does power. Wait, no, that doesn't clear.
But no, he can attack something. Even if he kills the 0/1, then he projections for 14.
Oh, he's got another sharpshooter. Right, okay.
Wait. Well, but that won't be oh, because that can attack too. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, because he can attack the 0/1, and if he blocks, then the 4/4 dies. Okay. Yeah, okay, that's another way to do it. So instead of losing the Symbol, he loses a sharpshooter. Well, he should block the 2/1 sharpshooter, but he might not know about the... Man, if he blocks the 5/4, he's screwed, right?
He's got Symbol in hand, right? Why did he do that?
Well, he has the projection to 5/4 anyways.
No, I mean, he just lost one of his sharpshooters for absolutely no reason.
Well, he wanted to kill the 4/4 so the projection could clear the board, actually. He needed to remove enough HP.
Right.
Since
Oh no, the 4/4 could block, right.
He
4/4 could block anyway. Okay, fair. I got hit by a Cosmic Ray.
Yeah.
Okay, the 4/4 could block, never mind. I had it exhausted on my,
I think I'm watching this.
Makes sense. I'll jump back in.
Okay, so it's now the bridges. So Wildblade made a nice comeback here.
Yeah, Wildblade's back on board. Here comes another Tren, and then we've
Wall
got...
in the north? What?
I actually kind of like Wall in the North for these kinds of matchups.
Can help, I guess. And he is playing Pony Brigade too, which was one of my recommendations for helping deal with control.
Yeah. Pony Brigade Deogen is very good. I like how its actual thing is Pegasus Regiment, but everyone calls it Pony Brigade.
I've actually forgotten what it's called.
I've called it Peg Reg before. But yeah, register the Pegasus.
So he's got a trend coming as well. But he who trends first... Well, actually, sometimes it's worse. But he's gonna have to level that up so you can, if he wants to use Primal Battle. But then... we'll see how that works out. He should kill, probably, Deogen here.
Yeah, so he needs another emblem. But he can double Primal Battle this turn, if he really wants to.
I don't know if it's worth killing the 2/2. It's kind of like...
It's not.
Whatever.
Primal plus Wall.
You can still get the Primal Battle back, that's always good. Really?
Really? Oh.
Well, yeah, but...
I think you should still kill the Deogen, though.
I would think so? Oh, Spore Shepherd. That's a nice card.
That Deogen may really, really hurt.
Because you can sack the Spirit here, basically. So he could put the symbol on the Spirit to kill the stupid wall. Get a Get a Sprout. Mark the Sprout with Shepherd, and then get 2 more Sprouts.
Yeah.
Sprouts for everyone.
Now, currently, for anyone keeping track, 1-cost and 3-cost spells cannot be played.
Yeah, and Wildblade does not want to enable 1-cost spells right now.
Nope. Which is why it's even stranger that he didn't Primal Battle last turn.
Especially since he knew the trend was coming.
Yeah. It was under Kayanu, so there's no like surprise when a trend is coming down. The Pegasus trend is going to be really hard to deal with.
Well, I mean, it's gonna have to be a combination of like Symbol and Primal Battle or some nonsense like that.
I actually don't like that he went for a third emblem on Tran.
I'm not sure what purpose of that was.
I really don't like it because all of the big spells in this matchup are 1 and 2 mana spells. What's he worried about? Like, Ray?
That seems unlikely.
Soul Projection is one of the few ways that of swinging boards back, so leaving it on 2 and then Primal Battling would have prevented any plays that were possible this turn. So he only gets 1 damage through, but it's enough to summon something.
Well, yeah, he wants that Sprout, I think. And I wonder if he'll actually sack the Spirit here so he gets more blockers. Because he can just replay the Spirit next turn. And then
maybe.
Shepherd puts a Might Emblem on something.
He might put the Might Emblem on the 2/1 and then sack the Spirit, yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. By the way, when you play this, the Valor gets triggered first, so just keep that in mind. I've made that mistake. Oh, you bumped up Tren.
Why?
Yeah, the other Tren gets bumped up too. I guess this means Primal... I mean, Primal Battle can't even be played.
That turns Primal Battle back on. Why would he do that?
Oh,
come on,
yeah,
guys.
That's right.
There's some serious trend misplays going on right now.
He can't actually clear the Tren. Because of they would trade. That's not good for him.
Well, he can, because he can Primal Battle the 2/4. No, but then it'll trade instead.
But
he can.
But he takes damage from Tren by doing this. Like, it'll go down to 8/5.
That's true. He can put an emblem on Tren, and then Primal Battle. How much will that cost him? 5. That leaves him with 3 more mana. That's actually not bad. He can Primal Battle the Tren to kill it with an emblem, which will leave him ahead on board, and then he can play Sunblessed Emissary. Or Deogen and get another Primal. No, you can play Sunblessed Emissary and then play Namir's Blessing on a Sunblessed Emissary, so it can't be like tidal waved. So he's got a guaranteed blocker. And 10 minutes in the past, Cruel is currently freaking out in chat.
I think they're seeing the Deogen, not the Tren
they've
dying.
just seen the "you moron."
Did I actually say that? My bad.
Yep. Out of sheer frustration.
Oh, you Primal
Actually, no,
battled the Shepherd to get some kills.
Actually, no, he's right. This is better. This is much better.
But that's why he should have put the emblem on a Sprout, right, and not Tren.
Well, now he can play Deogen and get back a Primal Battle and trade Trends, I think.
Might as well. His Tren
I think that's what you want to do right now.
Already killed a Deogen.
Yeah, there you go. He's going to trade Trends, and then he's going to play a Sunblessed Emissary and play a Path for free, and then put Deogen underneath the Path.
And just pray there is no symbol or anything.
Oh. I think you play the Enchanted Spring.
Wait, that was like a... Did you see that card? That was the... What was it? The
Balance Shrine.
No, the 2/4 Knight that has Vigilance.
Oh, I've been playing that in these decks. It's interesting. I don't know if it's good yet. It's... Yeah, I've been playing it in a Knight deck, though. So it's better in the Mirror decks. I don't actually know if it's good yet. It's close. 3/5 is pretty good. I don't know if it's good, but it's there's just so much competition. Oh no. The famous Path.
Oh, ouch. That's painful.
Yeah, that symbol.
That's like a 3/1 almost. Oh dear. Oh, that's crushing.
These spirits are gonna end the game, I think. I don't think there's an easy way of dealing with them, and that is what is gonna win him the game.
Well, I mean that, and he just got 3/1. Oh, Pony Brigade, but like you said, these are three speed guys. But hang on a second. So if he plays them, he gets 6 ponies. Oh, but they can block. Well, let's see. Maybe he draws something good. Wait, he... Oh, never mind. Top deck Shrine.
2 shrines. I think the only thing Wildblade has to be a bit concerned about is like double symbol top deck or something. So he may not want to attack with both.
Ooh, but he top decked the symbol. Is that lethal? That is lethal. Yep.
Yeah, that's lethal. He's got it.
Womp, the britches. I don't look like a total moron.
I think this is entirely because of that early game misplay. Actually, there were a few. A lot of, funnily enough, I think almost every misplay this game was trend related.
That tends to be the case. But I think the bigger mistake was no, but that was Wildblade's mistake when he unlocked Primal Battle, but he don't end up winning.
Well, Dobry lost his Tren earlier. And then he also didn't Primal Battle at Deogem when he had the chance, with a Tren coming into play. So
yeah, that one was pretty important.
Yeah, so we'll see. Oh, he misclicked apparently.
Oh, that explains it. Never mind. Okay, so now Dobrich's Beatstick boss deck against, is that the Rage Rush thing? Because that's kind of no, it's not. It's the legitimate Burning Rage life gain fiesta. The
legitimate?
Well, you know, none of this bollocks with Rage Rush goblins and lizards and shit.
I still can't believe. So this Burning Rage deck that basically plays infinite cards and it just values your opponent to death. Funny thing about this Burning Rage deck, first time it showed up, it was really good, and then went through the deck, and the card that was nerfed wasn't Burning Rage. It was Spirit.
Wait, which Spirit?
Unbreakable Spirit was nerfed and has been it's back to its original state because it was just like, what, really? Yeah. So if this deck is still sticking around and is too good, which I don't know if it is or not at the moment, but if it is too good,
it's clearly
Burning Rage is the problem, not Unbreakable Spirit.
Well, that should be obvious. I mean, come on.
Well, that's what I thought, but apparently not. Since the first time round, Unbreakable Spirit got hit and Burning Rage didn't.
That's okay. Dobrich's is gonna bring out the boss fiesta now. So here's that. Next turn it's Dread Knight, then Crip. But
I think Crip is gonna be the only one that causes issues.
Yeah, because he gets Swift, which is nasty.
Yeah, Swift is
not
really
only
nasty.
that, his effect of drawing cards when you kill something, because you can Primal Battle something off a Crip and you draw a card with his effect.
That's true.
That actually comes into play.
Also, he's got. Doesn't he have Arcane Summoning in his deck?
Yes, he does.
Because you can use Arcane Summoning to keep bouncing Burning Rages and
then activate a Crip. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, and Unbreakables.
So Wildblade's got another. So I think he should play Crip, maybe.
Well, he knows that there's a Ray.
Right. So what I'm saying, play Crip and then don't activate it, and then play it next turn, hit face, and then send the.
No, I mean Ray can just kill it.
I guess he wants to bait the Ray with something a little bit less.
He wants to bait it because Ray can kill spells straight out, so he wants to. Is he?
Oh, he's gonna Fire Blast. It's like what?
Funny thing was because of the ability covering the screen, both of us were just like, what? And then it goes away. Oh, there's a Fire Blast on top. Okay. But yeah.
So now what? Dread Knight gets raid, but I think something's gonna get raid, right?
Something is gonna get raid, yeah. I think.
Or you could just play Crit and then. Wait, did he just pass turn?
Yes. Cleanse. Oh, cleansing the Burning Rage, right.
Fair enough, I guess. Let's say Crip and then Night Crap? Or maybe Dread Knight and... Oh yeah, that's a way to do it too. But that illusion is likely to just die.
The illusion... Well, I mean, okay, yeah, the illusion is not long for this world, but...
Yeah, rip.
It does get a card out of his hand. And he's going to have to raid this Dread Knight, because Dread Knight is not easy to deal with.
Yeah, because he doesn't have any freezing. So, he's only got so many rays, though. Like, he's...
Yeah, and the Burning Rage, because it got put on the bottom of the deck, is not coming back for a while.
So there's a Jin. but whiffs.
Cleanse was a big nerf to these Burning Rage decks, by the way. It was a huge hit.
It seems like it was a
Being
nerf
able...
to a lot of things. Oh, another Dread Knight. Oh, man.
The thing is, Cleanse costs 5 mana, Burning Rage costs 2, so you think it'd be bad, but this deck so heavily relies on Burning Rage that even spending 5 mana to deal with it efficiently can be enough.
Yeah, that's true, because the cards themselves are not that good.
Yeah, this is also the deck where
Nightmare
sometimes you just...
Crab. Oh my god.
Oh, has you got the crab?
Oh yeah, of course.
That's a lot of damage.
I told him to put it in there. That is...
Crab is really good.
That's gonna rock. That's 8 damage.
Crab is great.
Oh, he has Dragon Assault, but he should play the crab, obviously.
Crab is like better because it makes the board.
It develops a 4/4. That's pretty good.
I'm surprised he didn't just play this, like not play the summoning, but hold the summoning for later instead of shrining it. Arcane Summoning, like
putting these two on top of your opponent's deck, that's no joke. Like, when you've got board position, your opponent doesn't, messing with their tempo can be really bad.
Dobrich is actually threatening lethal because of his Crip and Arcane Summoning. And,
yeah,
and not to mention the giant beatsticks currently on the board, which seem like they're going to be very difficult to deal with.
Detonate. He has a lot of burn here, but I don't know if he has enough mana. So he's got Detonate to clear some of the low ones. He's got a Cannonade and a Symbol. And the Burk. But the Burk does a lot of damage.
I think he needs to play the Cannonade first to see where the damage goes. Let's see, if he does Symbol... Oh yeah, Burk will... He cannot be face-checking Dread Knight here, though. That's a lot of damage.
No. That's a lot of damage. Flex tape. But anyway,
But he could clear... But no, if he face-checks Dread Knight and something else, that's...
I don't think he can clear here.
Well, he can play... Oh, wait, he can play the Angel, too, to gain 2 life.
He can Angel...
He can do Angel... Symbol and Detonate, right? That kills the Knight and the Crab. That's the best he's gonna do without losing like 1,000,000 life.
Yeah, he can Angel this, Symbol, Detonate. That is the best he can do. Yeah. Which...
That's pretty good.
All in all, it's pretty good actually.
But even though Crip is coming, but he's always coming with that. And he doesn't have anything like Pacify that could stop Crip.
Thing is, this is one of those weird things where right now, Wildblade is actually in a problematic situation where he can't use his card draw options because Burning Rage is gone, and if he hero powers to take damage and draw cards, he might just kill himself. Because all of the options are huge apart from Jin, but then you're not hero powering for value against Jin. You're just hitting yourself in the face.
But I can't remember if he has fireballs in this deck.
He does. I mean, Fireball's the most efficient. Oh, you mean Dobry?
Yeah, Dobry.
Right, okay.
Wait, what? He's not
is he dead?
Wait, yes. He doesn't kill the Dread Knight? What madman?
Come on,
dude, that's the biggest creature on
Dobricious.
the board. Well, no, Dobricious is gonna win now.
No, I'm like, he's gonna
Wildblade.
kill him. That Wildblade has... We're gonna get a finals where everyone dies based on misplays.
Oh, by the way, Arcane Summoning can be played for mana as well, which is pretty cool. But I think you have, you have to play it second, right? If you play it for mana first...
It's basically a 4 mana ramp spell that also bounces to spell, if you play it in the right order. Like, it's pretty solid. Now...
Well, yeah, if you could start with that mana, that'd be insane, right?
Yeah, but you can't.
Because
this?
That's a nice start. He's got... wait, actually, if he gets Bark Convoy, that shuts down Burning Rage, too.
Oh no, he's got Hallowed Essence Bark Convoy! That's sick! He's got a Hallowed Essence Bark Convoy combo with Namir's Blessing.
Well, yeah.
Nothing is living.
Yeah, this is specifically to counter Mono C, but he should just be sending that crap away because there's other than Mono C, there's no sacrificing going on really.
Yeah, I mean, Yeah, I don't think there is. It really is their thing. Sacrificing is definitely a corruption thing.
Oh, Dominion sacrifices their own things sometimes, but not enemy things. So it's like, oh man, I really wish I could play a Burning Rage, but what's that? Oh no, he didn't actually play Bar Convoy, never mind. Really?
Is that worth it?
That's like one of the shittiest Berks I've ever seen.
I mean, it's pretty good, but like doesn't do much.
I think he could just play Primal Battle for mana, because what's he gonna Primal Battle? There's so few creatures from Wildblade. Why is he keeping the Hallowed Essence? Does he really want the Might Emblem so badly?
I think he wants the Hallowed Essence for two reasons. One, it can be a threat, and he wants as many threats as possible. And two, Hallowed Essence, if he gets Bark Convoy, then that means he can go Hallowed Essence, Bark Convoy under Kayanu, and then it comes into play.
Oh, I guess he's thinking. And I guess it is a 4/4, right? If you really need it.
Yeah, it comes into play as a 5/5 then at that point, and then you just spend 3 mana and kill 3 artifacts.
No, what I meant is Hallowed Essence can be just played as a 4/4 if you like need to.
Oh yeah, for sure. Ray of Righteousness on Namir's Blessing. That has to be one of the worst trades.
That is one of the saddest Namir's Blessings I've ever seen.
Well, sad as Rays.
Oh yeah,
like-
Rays.
That's a 2-for-1 Ray, and you lose tempo.
Okay, Primal. I think he has to use Primal Battle for the mana.
Yes, now you have to.
Evidently not.
Okay, there aren't 0 creatures in Wildblade's deck. There are those angels.
But they don't even come into play as creatures though.
Yeah, they don't come into
Oh
play as
wow,
creatures.
he top decked another Ray. Is this for real?
Has you got another?
He just top decked another Ray. Still, that's a lot of resources spent just killing that 1D again.
Well, you say that, but because of the Primal Battle, he effectively is playing against an opponent with only 2 cards in hand. Only 1 actually playable card as well, because he doesn't want to play the Bark Convoy.
Well, I mean, again, he can just use it for mana, the Primal Battle, which he probably
He
would
should,
have
but
to.
if he had last turn, he'd be up.
Ooh, path.
Path.
Interesting. That's some value.
I think you just start pathing CFCs.
Possibly.
Please,
Or
Divine Offering.
The Primal Battle.
What?
Is the Britches getting impatient?
I think so.
Wildblade still has to clear this board. And he can't be using his hero power, really.
He doesn't want to lose a card because of Valley's not in his deck. But, like, you can't just... Primal Battle does nothing. It effectively doesn't have text currently. And if you get to a situation where it does have text, you're probably losing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, other than the angels, like, what other creatures are there even to
Also,
kill?
the chance of missing Divine Offering is not that high. Like, we played with Divine Offering mischance for years. Like, it's not a guaranteed miss by any means.
Or just use the ancient option and
Yeah.
not have the problem at all? One
Wait, he
pony!
has a second Valley in his deck.
What value is that?
Wait, if he has a second Valley in his deck, then not Divine Offering makes even less sense.
Oh, is he gonna Primal Battle the pony to hit the face for 4?
Maybe, yeah.
I mean, hell, it's 4 damage. Yes, what is going on? Wildblade, he used Played Pony Brain for 1 pony, and then he gets Primal Battled anyways.
This is the weirdest set of games.
I think the Britches has got it. This is...
No.
Oh, double Fire Blast. That's helpful.
He can't clear the board with double Fire Blast.
Yeah, the 3/3 survives.
Is he gonna win Masters with a Knight Escort?
No, it can get killed by the double Fire Blast.
Okay. But still.
That would be really... Oh.
Nope, the
not?
Knight Escort's... Wait,
Wait, how does he... Oh, is he gonna cannonade it? Okay, yeah, so it has to die because of the double
okay,
damage.
so he's got a cannonade, so he's fine. He's gonna lose this game, isn't he? Oh.
Oh, you're breaking up, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah, like you're kind of skipping around. That cosmic ray must have really messed you up. Oh, wait. What do we have going on here? So Wildblade can almost... No, he still has his Angel to heal. So Johto seems to be experiencing some technical issues. He's currently frozen in space and time.
What?
I mean, your camera's frozen and you don't sound very clear.
Oh.
Oh wait, that's better. Well, now it disappeared. I'm sure we'll get him back. Ooh, Trenny Tren.
That was weird. Am I back?
Yeah, but your camera is not on. Oh, it looks like it's buffering. Oh, there you go. But it's still frozen. No, now
Okay.
it's not. Now it's not. Now it is
So-
again. It's like in and out. Anyways, it looks like Wildblade is about to stabilize.
Huh. Okay. I think I'm back. Yeah, I should be fine. Anyway,
Ooh, Tren is growing. It's a 7-7 now. Can he... There's no way to kill it. Actually, if he could get enough creatures on the board.
this is the only way he can win. Is with this trend.
Oh, Fireball off the top. Yikes.
He can't kill it. Wait, no, he can.
Oh no, the Symbol of Faith might save it, actually. It looks like it will. Because you just buff it up by 1 health and the Fireball won't kill it.
Oh! Oh, sick. Yeah, he can't kill it.
And he can't play the Fire Blast because of Tren.
What? What is going on? Oh, he gets to draw some cards.
But
Wait.
is that just lethal? Or...
Yes.
No, he needs 1 more mana, though. He needs 4 and 5.
Does he?
Oh, but
Wait.
that's a problem.
Why didn't he just play a shrine?
He doesn't have shrines in hand, but he could have DO'd for it. And he got one. Yeah, he missed the chance
What?
to win. Missed lethal, but he's still winning.
Dobry,
It-
what is he?
It's still... Wait,
Okay.
why did he not just play the Pony Brigade for full power? Why did he even
Thank
bother
you.
with the emblem? Though, to be fair, I'm not sure how Wildblade can stop this thing.
I don't think he can.
Like, it can't be targeted.
Ray,
It's an
that
8/8.
does it.
Well, he needs 2 rays.
He needs 2 rays.
And he's already played 2. Ooh, Fateful Day, a little too late. But come on, Bridges, you missed your... That was the title right there! Bridges!
I think he's fine here, actually. He's going to Ray the Namir's Blessing. And then he's got Fire Blast, Symbol. Well, that's 5, 6, 7. Detonate. Has he got enough mana for that? He's got 10. He's got 10. If he had left it at 3, he could not kill it.
Well, not just that, if though Bridges had played a Pony Brigade, he'd have 6 ponies on the board right now. Oh, no,
Why
the
did he
Detonate
put
would have
that
killed
4th emblem on? If he left it at 3, Wildblade would be dead.
it. Oh yeah, you can't play Ray or Fire Blast. But also, well, let alone the fact that he just straight up missed lethal. If he just DO'd first, made himself the 9 mana.
He straight up missed lethal. But also, he put a 4th emblem on it for no reason. There's only one way to kill Namir's Blessing in this entire archetype. And he's let him do it.
He draws a
He
card.
can kill the trend.
That, by the way, that draw that he just made was nearly game losing. Because what if he had drawn a spell? He has to play it and lose 2 life.
He had to draw, though. He needs 10 mana. Um,
Well, let's see. So Raid the Namir's Blessing, Angel
And
does
then-
2.
Fire Blast does 3.
Oh wait, these guys can
He's
now
got-
attack. What am I saying?
Oh
After
wait,
detonating,
no,
these
he
guys
could,
can
he
just
could do
attack.
that anyway. Never mind, he can do that anyway. Yeah, but he still shouldn't have left it on 3. He still should have left it on 3, I mean.
But also, he should have like not thrown the game. I mean, he's got Symbol. He's gonna play that, I'm guessing.
Yeah, but he can't target it. He has to ray and symbol.
Wow,
All
this
right.
game.
He's got Fateful Day.
Just play Pony Brigade, right?
Yeah, well, he's got Fire Blast, but yeah.
But he's got Diogen as well.
Oh, so he's gonna play multiple
So
then.
just Cayenne with the Diogen right now. So he has to, yeah, he has to Fire Blast.
I almost don't like Kyonoing the Diogen there. I think you just play it, put it on path.
Oh, you can do it next turn, right? Oh no, because it has to have a Might Emblem, right? Well, that's
Yeah.
basically the same thing, it seems.
Well, you get 2 Pony Brigades instead of just the 1 out of it. Because he could draw
Oh
the
yeah,
Pony
because
Brigade
there's one in
twice.
his graveyard right now, isn't there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. You
Um,
could add one more Pony Brigade. That's true.
Now, Fateful Day is getting played this turn, I hope. For
No,
Wild Blade's
no,
sake.
he went mana.
Wait.
Oh, goes down to 1. Wow, with a Madman.
There's no direct damage in this deck, right?
I sure hope not. But he's got Bar Convoy. He can blow up.
Well, here we go again.
Okay. Wait, he didn't get... Oh, he took Primal Battle instead of Pony Brigade?
He's gonna kill the Angel of Retribution?
I would hope so. And then Bar Convoy blow up the... do you even bother? I guess you still blow up the Burning Rage.
Oh yeah, you blow up Burning Rage. The way you win this is grinding.
And then you can path the Bar Convoy?
Yep. So you blow up the Burning Rage. Please?
Apparently not. And he doesn't even path anything!
Oh!
It's like Dobrichin knows we're watching, and he's just trolling us.
Stop it! Why?
This has been a glorious game. Watch him not go for level. I can see you're getting depressed. Yeah, he doesn't go for level. Who needs to heal for 7, right? He can he even clear this board?
No?
Okay, that helps a little.
You can Fire Blast the Bark Convoy.
Oh, the guys can attack now. That's pretty helpful.
Yeah, oh yeah, you Fire Blast the 2-2 because you need to clear the speed. Yeah, so he can attack, which will clear the... Why is there still a Burning Rage in play?
Well, Dobrichin, you're done. Oh, Cavalry Field with 3 speed. Can it be? Oh, it can just hero power it. Never mind.
Yeah, I can hear a power. Well, no, he plays it under Kayano.
But the thing is, that's 1 turn too slow, right? Now, Wild Blade. Play Fateful Day!
Play Fateful Day. I am begging you.
Wait, why is he attacking? Oh, I guess it doesn't really matter.
There's no reason not to. Wait, there's also no reason to attack.
Yeah.
He could have like swift creatures. I think it's.
I mean, he's got that.
Please. What do you have against playing Fateful Day?
He's gonna kill him now, though. Doesn't matter. So Wild Blade takes it. Dobrichin just throws away the title! Oh my god! Oh, I feel so sad.
He missed.
Miss Lethal on a Divine Offering.
Yep.
I think that's a first.
And he
Oh,
got the shrine too, so if he had just done it.
That best of 3 killed my soul.
It was some of the best games I've ever seen. What are you talking about?
Alright, whatever. Well played. Congratulations. Playing a deck that he's kind of known for, actually, this Burning Rage life gain deck. He's played it a lot. I think he played it... Wait, actually, has he won a Masters before? Because I remember him playing a deck like this before, and I remember him doing really well, but I can't remember if he's won a Masters with it, though.
I cannot wait to see chat reactions. Oh my god. Like,
Well, you've got to wait a bit.
yeah, I know.
uh,
Oh man, nothing scarier than a shielded chicken.
yeah, shielded chicken, that's... Yep, Dobry is reading in chat 10 minutes ago.
I hope he doesn't spoil it.
Hope not. They have to suffer. We watched it live. They must watch it live. What else is going on right now?
Yeah, he just spoiled it.
Well, maybe I didn't notice. Like, come on, Dobry. Contain your rage. Oh, jeez. Alright, so... Hole and Ginger still playing. Another trend. I'm starting to get PTSD with these trends, man. Come on. There's so many trends today.
It's a popular deck. What I still want to see is you play Tren, and then you play the Emissary, and just and Namir's Blessing Tren for 0. Good luck.
Yeah. Yeah. Can you imagine trying to beat that as one turn heal?
Yeah, it's a bit problematic. Oh
Put it
yeah,
on, like,
you just
2.
put it on 2. No word of grace for you.
Funny thing is, I think if it's Namir'd, no, you put it on 3, because then it's got Namir's Blessing, and they can't play Ray or like the Storm or any distribute cards, so they literally can't kill it.
Oh yeah, I guess you can just go face from there.
Yeah, it basically is completely immortal. Tren on 3 against Order decks. That's what you do. Tren on 2 against Corruption decks. Tren on 3 against Order. And Tren on
Though
1.
you have to have the thing that protects you from sacrifices.
True.
They're about to see the Miss Lethal.
There's a lot of lols. As some brutal responses. This is the second most painful Masters of all time.
What was the first?
The one I won the first time. The timeout.
Oh my, that was something else.
Yep.
That was like a Yu-Gi-Oh level there.
That was so painful it made me annoyed, and I won that game. But yeah, that was. Funny thing is, I know you said earlier that I had to watch the camera. Because of the 10-minute delay, I think when I was getting annoyed, I just leant forward.
Yeah, you did some of that stuff.
So I've got like a face coming through the screen for some of this. I need to like strap myself to the chair so I can't move forward.
Alright, so this is one of the last games. So I wonder if Wildblade will want to actually do the interview. But we can sort that out during the 10-minute break.
Yeah. Do you want to start sorting that out now, actually?
I mean, if you want. We will have 10 minutes that we get and that they don't. The 10 minutes that we waited.
We get 10 minutes that you don't. Mwahaha.
Well, I mean, because you know, they had 10 minutes of nothingness, so it's like we're doing some time
True.
travel shenanigans here.
Oh, you mean like earlier where it's like, well, I hope I can spectate the games or I can delay the tournament. Oh, jeez. Alright, so Hole and Ginger are still playing. Game 3. Blood Bowl Matriarch. Interesting. Now,
Blood Bowl's a fun card.
I think, just based on the way this has gone, I think Hole is going to win this game. This early start is very good for Hole compared to a pretty mediocre one for Ginger.
Oh yeah, Assassin and Wall's a pretty nice combo.
Assassin will probably get killed by Burke at some point, but for now, it's a pretty good stopgap, and there's no way past the wall currently. The only... Actually, did he go first or second? He must have gone first, yeah.
Yeah.
So the only thing he
Ginger's
can
going
do...
first. Yeah.
Symbol. Symbol is the best thing he can have right now.
Yeah, because that's basically like a Burke hero power.
Yeah, Symbol would have been really good there, but...
Yeah, this is not too bad. If he assassins now, again, then he Burks, and then he clears the wall and the assassin at the same time.
I think he just goes Scarab here to ramp and put it on back row.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, so Burke is coming out to play.
Yeah, probably. Because he doesn't even lose a creature by doing this.
Yep, double chop.
Wait, 1 damage?
And if he has a 1-drop...
Oh, he wants to do it that way. Okay, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, if he has a 1-drop, there's no reason not to. Which he
That's
did.
fair.
If he had a 2-drop, if he didn't have a 1-drop, it would be better to do 2 damage so that you don't risk your lizard being frozen, because that... Okay, it's unlikely that'll come up, but you never know. You never know, maybe something really weird will happen where it takes 1 damage.
Oh, they're getting to the no Fateful Day part of the stream. Oh man, that's gonna be glorious. When we are begging him to play Fateful Day, and he never does.
He won that game without playing Fateful Day. But he was playing with fire for quite a few turns.
He's basically giving the Reaper the finger. It's like, come and get me,
Pretty
bro.
much. Because, like, all it needed was, like, a 2-1... What are they called? The Sharpshooter with a CFC.
Yeah.
That's just, like, the only way he could have lost was something really random like that, and he just didn't play it for, like, 3 or 4 turns. I mean, you know what? If you're confident enough where you don't need to play Fateful Day, just don't.
Yeah, he's a baller.
Why is it even in your deck? You never need it. I mean, nah. He didn't need it. It was pretty unlikely that he was gonna lose. But it's kind of funny because earlier we were talking about people playing too safe.
Yeah.
And then
Now
in the final
way
we've
too
got
risky.
yeah, the other school of thought, where if I'm not gonna die immediately, I don't need it.
Okay, what's Harlow planning here? He's got quite a lot of problems here.
Funny thing wasn't there a turn where he could have just died?
What do you mean?
Because he had like 1 HP and drew the Fateful Day.
I think I don't know, maybe.
Maybe I'd have to go rewatch the game.
as well. Taimea's pretty nice, I guess. So.
Ooh, that's really good in this kind of style of deck.
Well, it doesn't want to play Taimea first? Draw a card and 1 more damage? What's up with that?
Has he got?
Not even chicken? Nothing?
Has he got more efficient plays?
No. He's got 2 Taimeas, the party, and the chicken. Why wouldn't he just play Taimea?
Raiding? Yeah, raiding party.
I guess. It's Cataclysm next turn. Well, yeah, next turn. So he's got
it for now. So
he wants to push damage and then save the chickens for the finish, probably.
Probably. I think what's gonna happen here is he's gonna just cleanse in combat. So he's gonna go up a mana, cleanse in the middle of combat, and then basically take no damage.
Yeah, it seems fine.
And then kata. The only problem with doing that is you might take a bit too much damage. The other option is playing Powerlust Incarnate and then making a token to block. That's not too bad either. Regardless, you're taking damage if they... I think Powerlust Incarnate and a token takes less damage. Because you got 3 blockers instead of effectively 2. That might be better. The problem is, like, it gets traded into pretty well, but I'm not really sure that's an issue, because you've got Cataclysm in hand. He is still running into the issue where he doesn't have life gain, but his opponent's got a lot of burn.
Yeah, I wonder if you just play Time Maya anyways, and then run the Goblin in. Yeah, because on one hand he wants to do as much damage as possible. On the other hand, he doesn't want to just like... Well, I guess the Cataclysm is going to happen regardless.
Cruel is lamenting that he missed this Masters.
Yeah, he probably thought, oh, this would have been so easy for me. Oh, he's going with the chickens?
Oh, jeez.
So I think he just cleanses like the party, right?
Yeah, you cleanse the raiding party here.
To avoid as much damage as possible.
Yeah. You're still taking 5. It's not great. That's the thing, it's not great.
Well, it seems like everything else is just worse.
Well, the thing is, he had a really good opening start, but he didn't... Well, the Burke hero power was really good early, but he didn't have any way of continuing the stabilization, so he doesn't have any life gain. This is the problem with running this shrine setup. If he had Cathedral, I think he'd be in a lot better position right now, but he just doesn't. So he's got 7 life, which means even if he clears this, I think he's gonna die from incremental burn.
Mutant. Maybe he plays Mutant.
Yeah, I think Mutant Scarab, maybe? Mutant Incarnate is probably
might as well
better.
play Incarnate, yeah. It's...
He's taking 2, though, if he does that, because Burke will clear both for free. Huh. You can also Bloodwell Matriarch, which will leave you with a blocker no matter what.
Are there any spells?
And a Fireball.
Oh yeah, it's probably some Fireballs or something, right?
He hasn't played a Shrine yet.
Doesn't want to DO the... Should DO something here.
Lamenting in chat, yeah. Wildblade with the buy, and then won 3 in a row.
Yeah, it happens.
It's been a pretty good Masters, actually. Thing is, we had a lot of similar decks, and then Wildblade ended up winning the whole thing with... I think he was the only person playing that straight Burning Rage deck. There was a Corruption one, but I think he was the only person playing that deck, that Order Life Gain Burning Rage deck.
Yeah.
What else was he playing, actually? He was playing...
Oh, the Mono Dominion, right? Oh, does he have the Corruption version? I can't remember.
No, he was playing Mono Dominion, but with Symbol of Blood and 4 Karthus.
Oh. Karthus seems a bit heavy for that deck, because you gotta go 4 levels.
Apparently it worked, but yeah, it does seem a bit heavy. I mean, I always found it a bit heavy, but the thing is, when you're playing these kinds of metagames in Conquest, it can be slow enough where you can get away with it. 4 Cleanse, 4 Vat, 4 Symbol, 8, so 12? 12 ramp spells, effectively. Well, 8 Scarab, 4 Power Surge. 4 Devourer, really top heavy.
Devourer, wow.
Yeah, 4 Devour Worlds, 4 Karthus, really top-heavy deck. But with Devourer and enough ramp, I guess you can clear. It seemed to work. Playing 1 Assassin's Guild, 1 Stronghold Metropolis, but you have enough life gain because of Symbol and Karthus, so that negates that issue.
Though it's still, going 4 levels like that, you do run out of cards really quickly.
Yeah, you do. You need that early Stronghold Metropolis, and he had 1. So he ended up making it through with it. It's kind of a shame because we didn't. We only watched him once in the tournament because, well, I mean, you got 15 people to watch. We're not going to catch people multiple times.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of curious to see how some of those games went because we didn't see that in the finals of Oracle. He got banned, I think.
Yes.
And then we had the Burning Rage deck, which is something that he's played a lot of, and
He always seems to do quite well with that deck. And it shows. And then the Kainu deck, which we saw in the pseudo mirror match, 4 Symbol of Growth. Those symbols were very good. Reincarnation Spirits were quite good. There were 4 of them in that deck.
He had Shepherd, right? So he had the Shepherd symbol package.
Yeah.
Which is pretty nice. I think
Which
if you're
seemed
running
to
a
work.
symbol, you should run Shepherd. Because the synergy is insane.
He also had 4 Innkeeper, which we didn't see much Innkeeper this tournament.
That's a good card. Did he have any 1-drops? Oh, he had the little 0/1
The Knight. Yeah, he had the Sentry.
Yeah, so he had the Order start with the Shepherd package, but managed to fit the Spirit. So what spells did he run besides Symbol and Primal Battle?
Just Primal and Soul Projection. 3 Soul, so no Tidal Waves. That's the cut, I think.
Yeah, makes sense.
No Tidal Waves, no Cleanse, no Pony Brigade, because that was in his Burke deck.
Yeah, right.
1 Enchanted Spring for the bouncing.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, we had some color overlap between them, but he seems to have split the cards the way he wanted, and it seems to have worked.
Well, also not, he got a little lucky. Actually, I'd say quite a bit.
He did.
Lucky.
But that's part of the game.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Hall's got this game, it seems like. But he doesn't have life gain, but unless Ginger starts top decking fireballs like crazy. Although he is shuffling them back into his deck.
Does it shuffle? It puts on the bottom.
Oh. Okay.
So if he gets like a Valley, it'll shuffle, I guess, which he really wants, because I doubt this will go long enough where he gets to Divine Offering it back to top. The problem Hull's running into is he has a commanding position, but he doesn't have a way of ending the game very fast.
Yeah, and he doesn't want to wait for the burn. Well, the one way of gaining life he has is Vats. It's just that it's a bit slow. Basically 3 mana to gain 1 life, which is not great,
Yeah.
but hey, if you've got so much mana because of ramp, might as well. So that's 3 damage to him. He's got the
He's
Ancient
got
Ruins
Cleanse.
Shrine, which is pretty nice.
So Cleanse is going to get rid of that Tortured Orc. There's the Assassin's Shrine, but he doesn't have any targets for it. I think you helm the Tamiya here.
I mean, you could hit it with Scarab and the Shrine and then finish it off with the Bloodwell, but you could just helm it too. Like, he's got the time, and I think you should probably start slowly gaining the life.
Yeah. Start making Enchained Souls, because the other tokens are just going to die to Burke anyway.
Yeah, it looks like he's gonna... Oh, you could just play Bloodseeking Mutant too.
Yeah, I think you Bloodseeking here, because you want the blocker.
Yeah, let's see. He can activate the Ruins and start the card draw Fiesta. He's gonna have to Burke here, I think. Power
It's a lot of
Discharge.
damage, but yeah, I
Interesting.
think you have to.
Well, I mean, it's not like Holyo has any burst, other than, like, Bloodwell Matriarch,
Bloodroll Matriarch, yeah.
technically.
I mean, don't mock it. Well, there aren't any spells left in the deck, but yeah, left in the graveyard.
He's got to be careful with that. That Bloodwell is a real problem.
It's a lot of HP.
Yeah, it's such an unassuming card, but it can do work for you.
Yeah, it definitely can. It's a serious blocker.
Holyo, just steal another raiding party, I guess?
Prinha, that's really good. Yeah, get a raiding party, play Prinha. That's probably game, I think. Can they deal with that?
Again, he's gonna need, like, running fireballs or something.
Oh, right, it's only a 2/3. Okay, it's not, Oh, he's actually not playing the Prinha. Interesting.
Oh, he wants to go for the kill on the lizard?
Okay.
It is dangerous.
I can see the logic
so,
there,
at
but
7
I
HP,
think
he actually is safe, oddly enough.
I think you just want to try and end the game faster. Actually, it's an attacker, which could pose some issues. He still has methods for dealing with 1 haste creature, Oh, power discharge. And a Fia. Fia's actually quite good if you get it early game. It's very bad right now, but it's quite good if you get it early game.
He's just gonna
And
replay the
given him
power
another
discharge,
spell.
right?
Yeah. He's just gonna play the power discharge to kill the Fia. That's
Yeah,
kind of
this
funny.
looks like he's too far gone.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I think he didn't get enough damage in early game, and then he seemed to have... He had that mid-game stint where Hole didn't have a follow-up to his wall, but he seems to have stabilized, and...
What?
Oh, is he going to try and end the game? Is he going to shock the 2-3?
Not really ending the game. I mean, I guess he's gonna attack it. Because I mean, how much damage is he really doing? Like 2?
He's doing 3.
Or I'm guessing he's gonna sack the Fia as well. He could hit the face to do to. Oh no, Fia activates at the end of turn. Oh, never mind.
Is he going to pump the Fia?
What? Why would you do that?
So that it doesn't die? I mean, okay, I know why he stole it. It's because it deals with chickens really easily. But, okay, so his plan is to attack... This gives him lethal next turn, I think. Yeah, it does. Easily. I think he had lethal regardless without the crazy Fia plays. But you know what? It's the last game of Masters. You might as well do something fancy.
Oh, another power discharge.
And now he can just Rune Blades the Prinha, and that's game.
He can still stop lethal, but it won't matter too much.
I mean, he's got 2 Might Emblems.
Oh, wait, yeah, that's right. Oh, wow, Symbol. What a nice draw. Well, sadly, he shocked it instead.
Boar Rider can block, yep, but he can helmet. Okay, so we're gonna see a Helm and a Prinha, and then sacrifice the Fia for lethal. Yeah, he's got enough mana for that. Yeah, Holyall's got this game. Well, I mean, okay. I think it's pretty obvious he had it for a few turns, but I mean, he's actually got lethal. Yeah, he's just gonna Helm one, Prinha the other. Come on, Helm the boar. You want the boar. Put the hat on the goblin.
Boar.
Please. Thank you. We've seen enough miss lethals today.
Might as well sack it too. Nah, just kidding.
Alright, that's 4 damage, and then he sacks the Fia, and he wins.
Well, you can't actually sack her. Oh yeah, with the hero power, duh.
Yep.
Oh, that's 0 damage. Ouch.
It's a very impressive fireball. It does nothing. Oh, he's not going for the sack the Fia play. Oh well. Just conventional winning.
Yeah, how boring.
Alright. Alright, so Hole ends up at... Is that 3?
Yep.
And it was the last game.
So we've got Wildblade at 4, Britches, Lyris, Sashlar, and Holyall at 3, Send Jesus, Ginger, and a bunch of other people at 2, and then Lucy at 1, Womp Womp, Geronimo at 0, Sad Man.
And yeah, I don't know, and then
And then the others just
Shiz
said, nah,
also dropped.
I'm out of this.
Yeah, so I think in terms of performances I didn't expect, I think Hole getting 3 points at 4 in the morning.
The man.
Good job. Part of the reason, for those that don't know, Hole is an enigma in Masters because most people only see him play in Masters and then wonder how the hell he ever qualifies. The main reason is because he's in Australia, so he's usually dying while playing Masters, which is part of the reason why he plays so slowly in Masters specifically. Because it is currently, like, I think it's actually like 4 or 5 in the morning in Australia right now.
Yikes.
But yeah,
So he usually plays at his worst at Masters, which is unfortunate because that's when everyone sees him. But yeah. Lyracy, good performance from him. Dobry, come on!
That was the closest he's ever come to winning.
Come on! I mean, like, well played, good job, but come on, Dobry! You had a good shot at it. The curse continues. I think, is he the only player that's been in so many now that
Yes.
hasn't got a title?
Yes, he is the other one.
Yeah, I think he's the last one. Sashlar, good performance from him. Besides that, I think, was it Jugador who's... Jugador, relatively new player in terms of master scene, went 2-2. That's actually quite good for someone with, like, literally tens of levels less than some of the other people in here. Who was the other person that we haven't seen very much of? Was it... It was Shizlin, who I think dropped, didn't he? Yeah. Dropped out after round 1, I think. But yeah, very interesting. We had a lot of... I think we had a lot of similar decks, but we had a couple interesting ones.
Yeah, I'd say overall it was a good quality Masters, except for Lyris with a stupid one-turn heal.
What is it with him and playing one-turn heal?
He wants to inflict misery and despair and hope that people just resign when they see it. Like, nope, not dealing with that.
But I think overall we had a pretty interesting set of lineups. What was the... So Wildblade... How to look at him... Lyris, I think, did we watch everyone that ended up in top 5?
I think one way or another.
I think so, yeah. Sashlar... I think Dominion Control was the most popular
Mono
deck.
D, we saw a lot of Mono D. We saw a decent amount of Kayanu.
Which, I mean, I personally think Dominion Control is the best deck right now, in terms of versatility. Like, Mono C is very versatile, but I think Dominion has the slight edge over it right now because it's a better cleanse deck. Because you've got ramp.
Better cleanse deck.
It is. It's the best cleanse deck because you can ramp into cleanse. It's a better cleanse deck. There were 2, maybe 3 Burning Rage decks. I think the most popular hero was Amon the Immortal, but they're not all the same deck.
That's not surprising.
Yeah, Amon the Immortal fits in a lot of decks, so it's very popular. Partly because it's not just because you can do so much with it, but in Conquest, a lot of people ban Amon the Immortal because they don't want their intuition to be thrown off by the fact that you can't really tell what you're playing against.
Makes sense.
Because it could be... Like, it could be demons, it could be zombies if they're being really weird with playing that hero in zombies. It could be a Mono C deck, it could be Reanimator, Burning Rage, blah 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 blah. There's a lot of decks that play Amon the Immortal.
Also, by the way, shout out to Dobriches for making the Boss Fiesta deck that actually did pretty well.
Yeah, that actually was super cool. That was a really cool deck. Didn't you have a hand in that to some extent?
Well, he tested it with me, and he tested against Mono C, and it was tough games. I needed all of the tributes, all of the Bezaroks I could muster to survive against him. We were not sure whether he should be running Horizons because he just runs 3 levels, and then the second and third and fourth Horizons are just useless for the most part. It's nice to ramp, I guess, on turn 2. That's about the only thing.
Yeah, he ended up playing the full 4, I think, didn't he? Yeah, he did. Just checked. We did get that really cool crit lethal after Wildblade left the Dread Knight alive.
Oh, yikes. That was bad. But, I mean, he was probably losing that game anyways, because it's just too many big guys. You couldn't deal with all
Probably,
of them.
yeah. But it would have been interesting to see. Never leave Dread Knight alive.
Yeah. I'm really glad to see Dread Knight see play. It's one of my favorite cards.
It's super cool. And also, Dread Knight is harder to deal with than you think. Also, the buff seems a bit innocuous. That must be blocked by 2 things. But it comes up a lot more than you'd expect.
It's a pain in the ass. You have to, like, lose 2 creatures to it.
Yeah, what usually happens nowadays is you attack with Dread Knight. they don't want to take 6, so they have to throw 2 creatures under it, and it still kills both of them without dying.
Yeah.
Because it's the king of creature combat.
Well,
outside of
it
speed.
helps when you have deadly. It can really
Yes.
only lose to something that's ranged and deadly.
Deadly and 6/6.
Now, there's still a
Yeah.
slight bug with him where if you can just time out with a single blocker, it'll actually let it through.
Really?
Yeah,
Huh, didn't know that.
which is a bit silly.
I don't think anyone's done that to me.
I want to know, how did anybody are people like hunting for bugs or something? Maybe.
Well, I mean, there was that bug ages ago, Relic Guard, where you could like mess people's blockers up in a certain way so they would just remove them from combat. And you could do it to an entire line of blockers. You needed a Relic Guard and 2 other creatures, I think, and it worked. Because I remember finding that bug on stream, and then this was before I had talked to Ivko at all. So that was back when Ghetto was streaming. So I found the bug on stream when someone did it against me, and then replicated it. And then it was in the game for like a week, because only like 5 people knew how it worked, and Ivko didn't like have the contact information for any of them. And no one reported it officially. Like no one that knew how it worked. So there was about a week of trying to figure out, because the bug was known about, but the people that knew how to actually do it, so what needed fixing, hadn't and I'm partially to blame for this. Although it was one of those things where I showed it on stream because I didn't know. Like I assumed that one of the devs had already seen it, so I just didn't report it for like a week. And then after a
Anyways,
week, I was like,
let's
maybe I
get
should.
Wildblade in here. Maybe he can get in on this fun.
Shall we try and get off delay?
Yeah, we're gonna eliminate the delay now. We'll be back very shortly, and then hopefully Wildblade is with us, and he can say, "Wow, thanks, Dobridges. You were so nice to me for not like killing me and stuff." Anyways, cheers.